One. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, well, thank you. Well, that's because I'm the best.
It's a golden voice.
That's right. Harrisburg Tigers. Oh yeah, she's lit up.
That you might have to watch the game, especially the band comes out.
Yeah, no kidding. Just crushing us.
Usually that's 3 interview or something, but if not, that will overpower.
Yeah, I usually, I kill the crowd, Mike, when we have those recordings and stuff like that.
I think last week or maybe the national anthem, say we're coming out of an interview and the national anthem's playing, you can just pop out of the crowd mic and turn down, you and Dan just play the rest of the national anthem and when that's over, let's say, welcome back, we just heard from Jason. You also just heard the national anthem, so we can actually.
I'll be doing that tonight, for sure.
I'll look at our actual time. So we go on at 29:04. We're at 26:30.
2.5 minutes. Just in case. Brett, lemon ding dong. Do you want to be potted up?
I don't need to. I mean,
okay.
If we want to talk now, but when we see you on the air, you can talk. You can move me up for now. What's the theme? I see a lot of kids wearing interesting.
It's probably hunting. They're wearing like flannel, hunting gear. Is it hunting? Is that the theme tonight? Seems like a lot of flannel and a lot of hunting look at stuff today.
I bet it's flannel. Or is it Western? Oh, it's Western. They got cowboy hats.
No.
Norman Cheerleader Twitter page, and I'll find out for sure. OG Cheerleader. And your answer is...
Cowboy net?
That's from October 4th, so they haven't updated it.
Oh.
They said pink out, but that was like 3 weeks ago. Come on, Norman Cheerleaders. Okay, we're about a minute and a half out.
The officials tonight, Brett.
I don't know. Rick Lynch was the one who sent me the text last week, so you see Mr. Lynch. Is your favorite officials Dan from Houston when they do football, or where Selcher is he?
Selcher.
Where's he from?
Are we?
No, we're on right. I can.
Still on Cliff?
Okay, we are 10 seconds away.
All right, we're 10 seconds out.
And then they said the assistant coach said it's Teagan, not Tiger. It's
I've heard Tiger.
that's the coach just told us.
Okay.
Just so you know. Okay, thanks.
We're at 17:29. It's 1 second. Not for sure.
Oh, you jinxed it, Brett. Brett.
Okay.
Look.
You're listening to a special presentation from the Real Radio Network. Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Game Day Show. Sponsored by First Premier Bank Card.
Good evening and welcome everyone to a beautiful fall evening game between O'Gorman Knights as they host Harrisburg Tigers coming up for the final game of the regular season. Both teams have had pretty decent seasons so far. Their first year in AAA. We'll talk more about their campaign in moments. Just want to set the scene here. It's a beautiful 45 degrees. Thankfully, our booth faces the sun, so it's actually nice and toasty up here. So I'm not going to complain one iota. We have wind coming out of the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour. Game time temp probably around 45, 43 degrees. So it's going to be a beautiful fall evening game on what will be an exciting cap to the 2019 regular season. Me, Al Johnson, and of course the statistician behind the operation, Brett Byler. Welcome, gentlemen.
Well, it's the final game of the regular season with the MAC. Play tonight, Al. What is to be now?
I know, it's gorgeous. I can't tell what the theme body is tonight. And some cowboy hats, so I'm guessing it's a cowboy night, or
I'm going to say
opener.
I would say Western flannel.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
Oh yeah. So.
Well, just want to let you can tune in on the radio 94.5 and 91.1 in the Sioux area, or you can line Real Presence. You can get us on yourcatholicradiostation.com and on YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux, where we can be found all night. So last week they had some pretty good games.
I tell you, wow.
Harrisburg had a tough one.
Harrisburg solid first. They played so far, I believe, games they played all year long, and that's where you want. We talk about your team to keep learning, play together and stuff, and you start October, early November, and that's where you want to be. And I think that's where the Knights are on track to do that.
Yeah,
and we'll see how that goes tonight.
Well, Gorman's entering this game now, winners of 4 straight. Their most recent win was last Friday night against Aberdeen, so 29-14. O'Gorman led throughout the entire game. They ended the first quarter 7-0. Halftime they were ahead 21-7. Ended the third quarter 23-7. And of course, they put up a couple more field goals in the fourth quarter. Tate Wishard, again the story offensively, had 3 rushing touchdowns for the Knights. On the other side of the ball, Harrisburg Tigers, they lost a heartbreaker at home to Brandon Valley, 47-21, a game in which Harrisburg actually led 21-19 at halftime, but then Brandon Valley, they were who we thought they were, right? They put up 28 points in the second half, and they ended up running away with that. Thomas Skolton threw for 3 second-half touchdowns, and Harrisburg's defense really had a hard time getting off the field, and the offense had 2 turnovers, or had a few turnovers, I should say.
But Brandon Valley showed who they really are. The Lynx came out that second half, and they stopped Harrisburg. And Harrisburg is a very potential strong offense, and Brandon Valley shut them down to take the win 47-21. So you got 2 teams right now, same record, coming in here. Who's gonna take it tonight?
Well, if the Knights play defense this week like they did last week, I have a good feeling that O'Gorman's going to run away with this one. Now, Harrisburg, they play 2 quarterbacks simultaneously. Junior Jack Teagan is averaging 132 yards a game. Sophomore Jake Newth is throwing for 97 yards a game. So something the Knights defense will have to, I'm sure, be prepared for tonight, and I'm sure they've prepared all week for it. It could be difficult for a defense when your opponent has 2 logistical threats in quarterbacks. However, I do hope that I feel pretty good that Coach Poppinga has this team prepared to take them on. Tonight's game is also senior night, and there's 25 seniors for Sioux Falls going before the game. In fact, Dan, You're the father of one of them, right?
Well, my daughter, she's been the manager now for 3 years under Coach Poppinga. Does all the practices, blows the whistle, keeps everything online, and also videotapes, does the iPad, films the games for the night. So, yeah, she's a senior, and so, yes, I'll be going down and recognition that she deserves, as just like the players she put into the last 3 years with the Knights. So
good for her, and love to see her getting honored out there in Seattle and this nice warm booth we got going on. This will be class in the 4-year, 10-year. We're all freshmen when Coach came, so it'll be his players and managers and of the like joining festivities. They are currently in the AAA playoff standings. Harrisburg is a 5 seed, so in all likelihood, the winner of this game team next week, one would think, right? I mean,
next Thursday night,
that's
a 5
right.
or 6 o'clock start. So we'll see what happens. Nothing's going to happen tonight to throw everything off. We'll see how that plays out.
Moving along here, we have the update here. We can take a look. Well, there is
the Rapid City Howard Wood playing Sioux Falls Lincoln. Number 2, Lincoln is up at the end of 1. Play on that one. Rapid City Stevens is at Brandon Valley. Aberdeen Central is at Watertown, and the second game of the doubleheader out to Howard Wood is number 1 Roosevelt taking on Sioux Falls, Washington, and that'd be about 8 o'clock start out there. So a couple of games there. AA, you got number 1 Pierre at Douglas, Mitchell is at Huron, Sturgeon's at Spearfish, Brookings at Yankton. So really, and the A and B are having playoff games tonight. Again, this is a final night regular season game for A and AA, AAA and AA, and the B and the A are having playoff games tonight. So,
all right. Well, thank you, Dan. I know you got to get headed down to the field, so thank you very much for that scoreboard update. That's been brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get value from their businesses. Jamison can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes. Coming up on the other side of the break, Brett Byler caught up with Harrisburg coach Brandon White to find out what the Tigers are doing to prepare for the Knights this week. You're listening to the Knights Game Day Show here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value for their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Visor at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier Way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. I'm Thad Barnes, financial advisor with the Barnes & Moore Group of Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office. Andy DeMoore and myself know that building relationships begin with getting to know each client. We can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs.
Thad and Andy can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC, member SIPC. Welcome back to the Knights Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. I'm now joined by Harrisburg football coach Brandon White. Coach, your team lost to State last Friday night, 47-21. But in the first half, you had a lead going into halftime, 21-19. Your team well in the first half of that ball game.
Didn't turn the ball over. Got off the field on third down, extended drives with some big plays. Just a mixture of really good stuff. And then second half.
Coach, what was your biggest struggles in the second half, in particular against Brand Valley?
We got them into some third downs, and defensively just couldn't make a play. They're really good at the run and pass. They're very experienced. They just kind of marched it, and then we threw some turnover pick and stuff, and end up turning into points for them. So can't do that against good teams. Very physical, well-coached team.
Coach, your boys right now are sitting at 5-3, the number 5th seed with one regular season game left. Do you like overall where you're sitting after 8 games, and what do you see as your team's improvement now compared to the start of the season?
Coming into the season, we're making the jump to AAAs. We've always played some, but haven't played a 9-game schedule against the big schools. And so, yes, we like that we have 5 wins. Obviously, we lost 2 by 2 points and 3 points. If we could have won one of those, that would have been pretty good. But we're in a good spot. We're going to keep building some confidence, continue pushing forward. But, this is a big week for us. We need to win. We need to get after it again and try to build some belief in our system and what we're doing and try to roll with that in the playoffs.
And let's move forward to tonight's game, Coach. Your team plays at Sioux Falls, O'Gorman for the first time ever. This is the 3rd meeting between Harrisburg and O'Gorman. When you look at this year's Knights team, Coach, what stands out to you on film about them?
They're versatile. They can, go to double tight ends and run the ball, and then they can split you out and dink and dunk and then take shots. So they're going to be a tough matchup for us. Us offensively, we have to put drives together. We got to keep our defense on the sideline as much as possible and get back to playing physical football. But it's going to be a great football game. It is going to be the first time we're going to play there. There's a lot of firsts for us this year, and hopefully this is a first win for us at American Field.
For your offense, Coach, how important will it be to win on first and second down against the O'Gorman defense and, keep the chains moving and just get a rhythm offensively?
That's been our big focus all year. Struggled at times on first down, trying to get, our goal is 5 yards. And every time we do within 5 yards, it feels like our drive gets off to a good start, and then it continues all the way down the field. But if we struggle early downs, they're able to kind of pin their ears back and bring some pressure or just things that we just typically don't expect at times. And so that's going to be key, both sides of the ball. Defensively, we have to make them go 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 8 instead of 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5. So the early down to be key for both squads, and hopefully we can win those.
And finally, Coach, the O'Gorman offense, does their running game or passing game, one or the other, concern you more going into the ball game, or just, as you mentioned with their balance, it's kind of equal on both sides of the ball?
It is very equal. Jason does a great job offensively of mixing and matching and creating matchups for their guys, and hopefully they execute just well enough. And then defensively, I think it's the same way. They do a good job of trying to force you into certain things, and then they're able to rally to that. So, well coached. We're going to have our hands full. Hopefully we make just enough plays.
Thank you so much, Coach White, for your time, and good luck tonight against Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Coach White, for your time. As always, don't go away, because Brett Byler interviewed O'Gorman's coach, Jason Poppinga, and that interview is next on the Knights Game Day Show on Real Presence Radio Network.
Whether you need to be fitted with eyeglasses or contact lenses, or you need a comprehensive eye exam, Barnett Vision Clinic in Sioux Falls utilizes the latest technology and treatments available. Barnett Vision Clinic offers a wide selection of eye care products, including sunwear, eyewear, and contact lenses to fit your specific eye care needs. Barnett Vision Clinic offers a same-day pay for patients without vision coverage. Their number is 605-335-7757 or online at barnettvisionclinic.com.
Pregnant, one word, many emotions. Sioux Falls Catholic Family Services is ready to support you by free and confidential counseling to birth parents regarding faith or ethnic origin. For more information, to speak with a pregnancy counselor or to schedule an appointment, call Catholic Family Services 605-988-3375 or email cfs@sf.org.
This is Mark Konzemius. In 1987, Bishop Paul Dudley and a group of business leaders started the Foundation for Eastern South Dakota to help raise, manage, and distribute determined by donors and continue to grow their vision and legacy of faith. Many choose the Catholic Community Foundation for their charitable giving because of our Catholic moral and social values. Learn more about the Catholic Community Foundation. Visit ccfesd.org.
Welcome back to the Night's Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. I'm now joined by Sioux Falls O'Gorman football coach Jason Poppinga. Coach, you're coming off a 29-14 victory over Aberdeen Central last Friday night here at O'Gorman. I was looking at your first drive of the ball game, and just offensively in general, it felt like it was a little bit more maybe run-centric approach than previous games. Was that something that against Aberdeen Central you saw that you could maybe do something to take advantage of with your running game and also getting Ronnie Bargman back? How much did that help?
You know, and obviously Ronnie's one of our best pullers on the offensive line, and him only playing one game prior to this was it definitely hurt our team. That type of senior leadership that we had with him. I mean, it was great obviously to get Ronnie back. I mean, obviously we lost Doden last week, which it'll be nice hopefully to get both of those guys back on the offensive line. It was just been a focus for ours is that we just haven't broke big plays this year. In the past we've always had the ability to get that 50, 60, 80-yard touchdown, pass, run, whatever it might be, and we just haven't got those plays. So for us to stay ahead of the chains, to get ourselves into third and manageable, and you saw in that drive, I think we had 2 fourth and short, conversions where, if it was 4th and 5, we would have been in a punt situation. But, because we were, made a commitment that we were going to run the football early in the game, we put ourselves in those spots. So the question would be, Harrisburg will bring a more physical, bigger defensive line. Will we still be able to do that, or are we going to have to be a little bit more in our finesse type offense?
And Coach, for the second straight week, you were able to get a touchdown right before halftime. This one, I think you may have had even less time than the previous week. What impressed you most about that final drive the first had to make it from 14-7 to 21-7 going to half?
Yeah, it's been huge the last couple of weeks. I mean, this has happened, multiple times this year. I mean, even you go all the way back to the Dakota Bowl, we drive 50 yards to get a field goal, to put ourselves that in the second half we could have made a comeback. I'm really proud of our offense, in our 2-minute type drill of being able to go out and effectively execute, a high-stress situation where, communication is limited, you're not huddling up between those times, and, for us to get ourselves in a good play call, and obviously, Tate ran the ball hard in that drive. Granted, we had a short field. I think we only had to go 38 yards or something like that for the score, but, our kids still got it done in under a minute.
And, Coach, we played Harrisburg tonight. It is senior night, the last regular season home game from your seniors, which I believe were freshmen. You started here 4 years ago, Coach. What has this senior group meant to your program and the culture of your program the last 4 years?
Yeah, it's really neat to see these guys where, obviously the first year we were here, a lot of things changed, off-season changed, the philosophy changed, nothing changed as far as the, the goal of winning and the storied program that O'Gorman has had. These guys, it's been fun to kind of see their progression and what we've been able to do, what our offense and defensive schemes were in year one compared to the complexity that we're now able to run, because these guys have been with us now for 4 years, is definitely, immeasurably be better, and hopefully that'll make the difference for us going into the playoffs this year.
Your opponent tonight, Harrisburg, obviously a very good team. We're kind of in that 4 or 5 both fighting for that home field position, possibly a round 1 matchup. What on the defensive end does Harrisburg do that could cause problems for your offense?
Yeah, up front they're real physical. Their nose tackle, he's going to push 280, 300 pounds, somewhere right around there, depending on how accurate, their measurements are. They're an athletic team. You look across the board, they've got guys that can go out and run. They got good height, which are all problems that, we don't really have. we look at our receivers. Jacob Bird's our tallest receiver we have outside of Tip, at barely 6 feet. And then you look at Norton, Pavelko, Logan Jones, all, 5'9", 5'10" type kids. And, we're looking at 6-footers, 6'2", 6'3". So, that size advantage has been something that we've dealt with almost. So that'll be the big. And then once again, can our guys up front, can we maintain a run game, which will hopefully help us in the passing game as well.
And for Harrisburg offense, Coach, they have a player or players that we have to keep an extra close attention on?
Obviously Rayburn is one of the fastest kids in the not letting him get out there. Their run game, they do a great job of yards pulling. You're going to see a power run game, and we're going to have to be able to shut that down. Much like we've talked about the last 4 or 5 weeks, is that when we play really well, we don't give up that big play. And that's been the difference the last few weeks for us, is that we've made the defense drive multiple downs. Haven't given them a 2-play touchdown type situation where they're putting points on the board, and that's definitely going to be the case because Harrisburg has scored on big plays in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and when they've been in the big games like a Roosevelt and a Brandon Valley, and those when they've been up, they're ahead of Brandon Valley at halftime, it was because they made big plays.
Thank you so much, Coach, for your time. Good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, we'd like to thank Coach Poppinga and Brett Byler for their time as always, and Coach Poppinga's insight each and every week. We're going to take a quick break, and we will continue the Night's Game Day show on Real Presence Network after hearing from our generous sponsors.
Hi there, Ryan here from Mini Critters. Mini Critters has been a locally owned stop for all pets' needs to keep them happy and healthy. The pet food choices available, finding the right don't be a challenge, but no worries. We can be reached at 605-361 800-878-0006 and let our staff help find the perfect food for any dog or cat. Mini Critters is food. Your friends, your family.
Bailey, a public accounting firm, provides tax, assurance, and business advisory services to clients across the nation. With offices in 6 locations in 15 states, the workplace for professionals. The firm has been serving clients for over 100 years. You can contact Bailey online at ibailey.com. Bailey is O'Gorman Knights Athletics and Activities and the Real Presence Radio Network.
Hi, this is Account Executive with Real Presence Radio. Did you know the signal of Real Presence is an audio across North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, and have you ever seen radio spots on the RPR network? We want to for your business, one of a very faithful customer. More about your options, please call me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-83.
Welcome back to the Knights Game Day Show, and now it is time to do to get a victory against these Harrisburg Tigers, and tell us how they can do that. Here is Mr. John Fritsch with Fritsch Benefits.
Well, the playoffs have started. It's the O'Gorman Knights matching up against the Harrisburg Tigers, and you heard it right. This is a playoff game because regardless of who wins, teams will probably line up against each other next week, but the winners, and I know all the Knights want to host a playoff game as they start their drive to the north this year up to Dana Dykehouse Field in Brookings instead of the Dakota Dome, but this is still important. Playoff football at the MAC, hopefully setting up another playoff game at the MAC. Big things on the line. The 4 to 5 seed hosts the playoff game. I look at O'Gorman. I think they've been getting better and better each week as the season has progressed. Tonight, they've shown they can. It's a nice night. I think we'll have a good weather for passing. Our receivers can catch and run with the ball after the catch. Better run. We especially, I like the when we line up at this old. It's not old. It's brand new. I've never. The quarterback comes right up under the center and he puts his hand under the center's bottom. And then he has a big old guy right behind him, and then another guy behind him. And as you look at it, it kind of looks like the letter I. In fact, you could even call you could you'd have a brand new name for Tate Wishart and call him like the I-back. And he's the guy who belongs back there. You got to have a romper and a stomper. It's just like the left halfback in the wishbone or the left halfback in the ultra-modern, vaunted O'Gorman double wing. That's your stud. So I hope we unveil this brand new formation that's been be the big guy lead blocking, and he also can run the dive. It's going to be a great football game. We're getting ready to go north this year, getting ready to run and pass our way to Brookings. Go Knights!
All right, tonight's keys to victory for the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights have been brought to you by it's a registered representative. John Fritsch can be reached at 605-334-8086. Tonight's Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights Game Day Show has been brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. First Premier Bank Card are proud sponsors of the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights. First Premier Bank Card, locally grown, nationally known. Well, during that excitement, we've now gotten to the kickoff here as Harrisburg kicks left to right. Harrisburg in their white tops and white bottoms and maroon helmets, and O'Gorman wearing their dashing blues, and they are going right to left. On the reception there from the kickoff is number 2, Sam Stukel, and he brings it to the 26-yard line, so the Knights will go ahead and start 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line, going right to left.
Actually, Harrisburg did win the coin toss at either third or second half, so we're going to be going right to left across. We'll be going with the wind here in the first and third quarters tonight. Harrisburg will have a little bit of a wind. Looks like the wind's gone down a little bit here. So
So to start this game, they're going to have Zach Norton as quarterback from the shotgun. He gets the snap and he hands it off to Stuckel in motion from right to left, and Stuckel's brought down at the 29-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Kind of expected to see that this first opening drive here, having a Harrisburg getting ready to see Schlingen and defend that, and of course they bring in Zach Norton. So Zach Norton will be under center while operating from the shot most likely this entire drive as they drive right to left. 11:22 left in the first quarter. Norton gets the handoff, hands it off to Tate Wishart, who brings it up the middle and is finally brought down at the 43-yard line. Good enough for a Knights first down.
You see the way he barreled in? I couldn't see what number that was. He just rolled right over the top of him there. But you talk about Norton and Schlingen. How many other teams in South Dakota have the 2 quarterbacks that we do?
Yeah.
I mean, we're
seeing another one, right? I mean, Harrisburg, they do have two fully functional quarterbacks here, so it'll be a good look for both teams as Norton receives the handoff and hands it off to Tate Wishart, who stumbles forward, and it looks like he got about 13 yards there, so it's good enough for another Knights first down by Tate Wishart.
You see the twist he did take up? He picked up another 6 yards after he turned himself around.
2 consecutive rushes for Wishart as he goes 14 yards and 13 yards now for 2 first downs. Norton from the shotgun. Wishart to his right. Norton with Wishart as his lead blocker, runs off to the right, and he's brought down on the right hash mark, 31-yard line, so that's good for another 14 yards, this time by Zach Norton.
Is that 3 or 4 straight first downs?
Yeah, 3 straight first downs.
Knights should taking the ball downfield. This is good. We talked about we just need to execute. Look at that line again. The offensive line is giving Tate the hole that he needs to. They're blocking their assignments very well.
Norton in the shot, leaves the snap, passes it over to Pavelko, who is able to squirt out a couple of yards. And we'll take this opportunity to go over the starting for the defense. Harrisburg Tigers here. At end, we have number 41, Alex Holt, 6'2", 200-pound senior, and number 54, Brady senior. At tackle is number 62, Jim Nebelsick, 6'3", 290 senior. And linebackers are 24, Gavin Gulbranson, as Norton gets the snap and hands it off to Pavelko, who's able to squirt up the left-hand side, is still being brought down, and he's brought down at the 24-yard line. Finishing off the linebackers for Harrisburg, number 15, Kate Boyer, 6'1", 210 senior. Number 44 is 200-pound sophomore. And linebacker here for Harrisburg is number 27, Timon Long, 160-pounder sophomore. We'll get to the defensive backs here in just a moment. 3rd and short. Norton from the shotgun gets the snap, hands it off to Wishart, who goes down the left-hand side. Good enough for a first down. So with 8:58 in the first quarter now, it's 1st and 10 from the 19. Defensive backs for here, Cayman Hudson, number 26, 5'7", 140-pound junior. Norton with the snap, rolls out to his right, taps it off to Tip Ryman, who barrels in, and it's good for a Knights touchdown!
I love that rollout. Ryman comes across, nobody picks him up. Just perfect executed play. Norton just about got it, but he ran away from defense, goes out, and Tip Ryman comes across, and undetected, a little 6-yard pass up to him, in for the touchdown.
So with 8:31 here in the first quarter, the Knights get on the board first with a 19-yard touchdown reception to number 4, Tip Ryman, as they'll bring on Connor Pavelko for the point after. Ooh.
And the kick is good.
It's good. And we're going to have, I think, a roughing the kicker here, too. So Pavelko, that's a kick. It was right down the center. So now the score is 7-0 as O'Gorman scores on their opening drive, capped off by a 19-yard touchdown pass from Norton to Ryman. And right at the end of the Harrisburg defender, I didn't catch the number of that. He came up the middle, number 7, Jack Rayburn. And Jack hit Connor Pavelko well after he kicked the ball. So defensive back Jack Rayburn,
he got in a truck too. So 31 to go. So what? 3.5? Yeah, it's like they took the ball down fast. They just went. I think we had run. What, 2 passes? That was about it on that drive.
Yeah.
So that'll be it.
So the starting lineup for your Knights offense there. Now, normally we would see Tegan Schlimgen under center, starting quarterback for O'Gorman, but Coach Popping decided to start that whole series with number 13, Zach Norton. Obviously, running back is Tate Wishart. Your wide receivers are Sam Stukel, number 2, Logan Jones, number 16, Tip Hyman, number 4. He was the recipient of that 19-yard touchdown pass. And Zach Norton normally operates as a wide receiver, but that drive he was the quarterback. And your starting line here offensively, right tackle Eddie Mailer, number 55, number 77 Will Washburger, your starting left tackle, left guard Devin Brenner, number 71, number 50 Jacob Doden at right guard, and at center the man, the myth, the legend, number 70 Liam Sorensen. As Pavelko kicks the ball, it looked like it had blown off the little tee there before he kicked it. So kind of like an onside kick, but anyways, it was down by number 44, Aiden Viox at the 22-yard line. So the Harrisburg Tigers will take over on their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10 as they drive left to right now on their opening drive of the game.
But they spotted the ball 15 yards ahead on that penalty, so it's kicking from the 45. So I think he purposely did this kind of switch.
I suppose, yeah, otherwise it would have been, he probably would have hit Kiwanis.
He'd have kicked it down to Canton.
We'll get to the starting offense here for Harrisburg. Jack Teagan under center, receives a snap and hands it off to number 10, Jay Rowert. As he rushes down the left-hand side, he's pushed out of bounds.
Come up a little short.
I think he gained about 8 yards on that, so he's pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3 on the 29-yard line. At running back, number 22, Anders Clayton. Wide receivers, number 83, Sam Christensen. Number 10, Jay Rowert, as Teagan gets a snap, hands it off to Anders Clayton, who is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So it looks like they lost 1 or 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down. No, it was. They're going to go ahead and call it at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 3 now on the 29-yard line.
Wrapped him up. That was like a bear hug by Peters. 66 inside.
Tight end for Harrisburg, number 87 on the line. Ethan Headley, number 50. At guard, Nebelsick, number 62. Ethan Headley. Is intercepted there. Intercepted by Jacob Schwab, Jacob Schwab intercepted the pass by Teagan. It looks like it was intended for number 87, Blake Hansen, up the middle, and he brings it down to the 14-yard line, so the Knights will take over on this quick turnover after just 3 plays for Harrisburg.
I don't think he saw Schwab. He's on Schwab was right there. I mean, perfectly thrown pass to Jacob, and nice, what a 9-yard return, so nice Knights here can the 14-yard line. Let's see what we can do here.
So they'll bring Zach Norton as quarterback again for the second drive. The Knights have just intercepted the ball, and a handoff to Sasanko, who is still behind the line of scrimmage and trying to get up. Oh, and he's able to bounce and roll himself around, and now he's running down the left-hand side, and he's in for a touchdown!
Goodness! How do you do that? Oh, folks, you just saw a play where he lost the yards, and he gets himself across field for the touchdown, Al.
Wow. Sam Stukel gets the handoff, going left to right in motion, and as he's getting mauled by a couple of Tigers down the right hash marks, he turns himself around and then runs over down the left-hand side and in for a touchdown. 14-yard touchdown for Sam Stukel at 7:31. So just a minute after they score their first touchdown, the Knights put another one 14-0 for the Tigers at 7:31 in the first quarter. Wow.
He was back just about at the 16-yard and he turned himself around and he just about went down. He should have been tackled. No sense anybody couldn't have got out of there, but it was like a kick out. So,
oof that. So with that,
they're showing the replay again up on the board.
So 4:29 in the first quarter now, and the Knights are already up 14-0 over number 5 ranked Harrisburg Tigers.
Way to make a save before 5 minutes of the game. What a statement to make right here.
Wow, unreal. You know, on a beautiful night like this, now the flag is dropped down over there in the southwest corner of the field. You know, you kind of expect to see some pass-happy craziness, right? And it's straight up rush. And when you got somebody like Zach Norton there in the backfield for Old Gorman, and himself presented as a rushing threat as well. So this is, I don't know if it's mass confusion or what, but it wouldn't surprise me if we see Norton third drive. Well, first things first, Pavelko's going to go ahead and kick off from the 40. And the kick again now, another line drive kind of dribbler along the field here as it's picked up by number 88 for Harrisburg. Carter Barenfus, excuse me. And he 34-yard line.
So we didn't for the Knights.
Nope, we haven't done the Knights defense.
So on starting end is a senior 6'4", number 45, no other than Cade McCuska at 6'66", a 6-foot junior inside Matt Peters. The other end is 6'5", senior Tip Ryman. The linebackers, 44, Jonah Webben, number 13, Zach Norton, number 22, Alex Kowalczyk, and the safeties are Caden Hackman, number 1, Jacob Bird, Logan Jones, and Connor Pilvaco is your starting defense tonight for the Knights.
And the opening play of the second drive for Harrisburg, the first, of course, ended in an interception by Jacob Bird. Jacob Schwab. Goodness gracious. I'll get it right one of these days.
Jacobs,
that's right. So Jack Teagan handed it off to Andrews Clayton, who rushed down the left-hand side, and good gain for 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7, and ball on the 6-yard line. Teagan gets the snap, fakes a throw, hands off to Clayton, who gains a couple of yards. So it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 40-yard line.
You know, I was thinking before game this was going to be a high for both teams. I thought we might put up some points tonight. Well, so far, very explosive team.
Kowalczyk on the tackle there on that gain of 3, so it'll be 3rd and 4 from the 40. Of course, they're going left to right on your radio. Egan in the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Fakes a hand. The ball is tipped up in the air by Connor Pavelko, and it goes out of bounds, so that pass was intended for, I believe that was Blake Hansen again. It could have been Jack Rayburn. So with that, they'll go 3 and out, so they will punt. 40-yard line, will the Harrisburg Tigers.
Back to receive for the Knights, number 13, Zach Norton.
Zach Norton back to receive the punt. Will Simmons on, number 17 for kicking. That punt nearly blocked as the ball bounces on the 4-yard line and takes a healthy Harrisburg dive towards the 20. So the ball is downed at the 20 by Harrisburg. So the Knights will take over on their 3rd possession of this game with 6:17 left in the first quarter, leading 14-0.
Nice spot for the Tigers there.
Absolutely.
Now, you see how he punted there?
Yeah, well, he had to run off to the right side because he was getting pressure,
That's why you get the pressure. I tell you what, they were coming after him. Shannon Popica had that defense. They were going to block that, and he had to step out and make 2 steps to right to kick it away.
So Schlimgen now is going to be our quarterback. No, excuse me, that is Norton. I saw the 0 on Wishard's jersey, and my brain put it on Norton. Anyways, Norton passes it up the middle to Cade McCuska, who was brought, that wasn't McCuska. Jonah Webben up the middle, Webben operating as the tight end, and he is brought down at the 32-yard line, so that's good enough for a Knights first down. So 1st and 10 from the 32 with 6:05 and running in the first quarter.
So when Norton's on quarterback, he's receiver, so Webben's filling in while he's a quarterback in there. So
yeah,
we have the ones, there's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Norton in the shotgun, Wishart to his left, he hands off to Wishart, who was brought down after going, looks like he gained about 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8, ball on the 34-yard line for the Knights. They lead 14-0.
Look at that, the first contact, and he still got 2 yards after.
Yeah, he was contacted behind the line of scrimmage, and he was able to get 2 yards out of that. Just shows you the power and the drive, determination of Tate Wishart here on senior night. He's got 20 rushing touchdowns on the season. Just been having a stellar season, has Tate Wishart. Norton from the shotgun again hands it off to Wishart, who gets a great running head start, and he is going down the middle of the field, and he goes out to the left, and he's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now, you see how the way he knows how to hang on to that ball there when he's going. He sees, so he brings the ball in the other hand.
Shove it over.
He shovels it over the other hand, the left hand to protect it. I tell you what, that was a
it's textbook.
Nice running.
It's textbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have the power and you have the brains to do it, it makes it look easy, but there's nothing easy about what Tate Wishart is able to do. It's just sheer power. With 5 minutes left in the first quarter, 1st and 10, the Knights on the 45-yard line, on the Harrisburg 45-yard line, as Norton gets the snap, and he hands off to Tate Wishart, who runs up the middle, bounces off a couple of Harrisburg defenders, and is finally brought down at the 25-yard line. Another first down for the Knights.
Okay, 4:47 to go in the quarter. Knights 14, Harrisburg Tigers nothing. We started early, so if you're just coming with us late, we started on Keeter time, so that was a little bit early. So you're new to that. You'll figure that in basketball. We started on Keeter time. So
there's nothing wrong with Tegan Schlimgen. You have decided to start with Zach Norton at quarterback as he receives the snap in the shotgun, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Probably a loss of 1, if not 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 12 with the ball on the 27. 28.
No, but hasn't that offensive line just made some moves tonight?
Absolutely. They've made holes. Norton in the shotgun. Wishart to his right. Pavelko to his right. Pavelko gets a handoff, and he is brought down at the 24-yard line.
So they had to give Tate a little bit of a break there.
Yeah.
So Tate came out. Now Connor comes out. Tate needed a little bit of rest, get some hydration, and get back in there. So
with that 3-yard gain, it is now 3rd and 6. 5-yard gain. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 23-yard line with 3:30 left in the quarter. Knights up 14-0.
Look how tight we're lining up and all this.
Mm-hmm. Norton in the shotgun. Using Wishart as his lead blocker, he runs up the right-hand side. There is a penalty marker on the field.
Zach Norton, the quarterback keeper.
We're going to have holding.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be on us.
On the field. Initial indication holding against the Knights.
And the officials tonight, they did send it to me, Brett. Our referee is Jason Schleckert from down south. Umpires Brian Reichen. Mine is Trey Kruger, and our line judge is Mike King, and our back judge is Joe Bartman, and I believe they're out of Yankton.
All right, we'll for that.
The penalty will make it.
And the state decides who does the officiating, so their assignment is by the South Dakota High School Activity Association.
So 3rd and 11 for the Knights from the 32-yard line. Norton in the shotgun. 1 receiver left, 1 right. Norton looks down the field, fires a bead. Oh, and it's almost intercepted. This time by number 2, Harrisburg, Lincoln Botel.
I tell you what, he had pressure, and he threw off him on his back foot there, so he didn't have much time to get set to throw, and he just kind of locked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Botel almost picked him off.
16 from the Tigers 32.
So 4th and 16 now.
Going for it.
Yep, they're going for it on the 32-yard line. Norton does a little drop kick punt.
Oh, sweet.
What a play, and that thing rolls to a dead stop at the 5-yard line, so Harrisburg will take over 1st and 10 from their 5-yard line, going left to right. 2:52 left in the first quarter. The Knights lead 14-0 on 2 quick strikes. The first one at 8:31 when a 19-yard touchdown pass from Norton to Ryman, and then just a minute later after intercepting Harrisburg on their first drive, at 31 in the first quarter, Sam Stukel with a 14-yard rush down the left-hand side.
Now Harrisburg's deep in their territory at the 5-yard line.
Teagan gets the snap from the shotgun, and he runs up to the quarterback option. Good yardage there as he's taken down finally at the 17-yard line. So that's good enough for a Harrisburg Tiger first down.
But you see how he wasn't really running that fast. He was just kind of slowly let the play develop.
Floating along, yeah.
Floating along, let the play develop, back and forth, and then took it right up there for the first down. So
First and 10 Tigers from
You can tell in both
impressive
how he
speed.
sees the field open up for him.
Teagan from the shotgun, 2 receivers left as he fires it down the middle to number 7, and it is completed to Jack Rayburn as he's brought down at the 49-yard line, so that's good enough for a first down. First and 10, Harrisburg from their 49-yard line, driving left to right.
Nice play. They just came
Absolutely.
right across. That was a good ball. Good ball.
It was a heck of a catch as well by Jack Rayburn. Good for him.
And Hackman right there to defend it and take him down right as he made the catch, so he didn't pick up maybe a yard after the catch.
They'll spot that on the 48-yard line, so Harrisburg. First and 10 from the 48. They fake the handoff. Does Teagan. Hands it off to Clayton.
Who's back here? Makuska.
And he is taken down a few yards behind this line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 14 now from the 44-yard line. Pavelko and Makuska on the tackles.
I think Matacek had something to do with that too, 37.
Second down, 14 Tigers from their own 44.
With 1:30 and counting in the first quarter, Harrisburg. 2nd and 14. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Teagan tosses it down the middle, and it is dropped by Nathan Tuttle.
Nathan Tuttle.
It was right on his numbers, and he knew it as soon as he just grabbed his helmet, looked down. Oh,
I think he had to get rid of it because Matacek was right there on his face.
Yeah, Teagan did have pressure right in his face.
Joe was right there.
Was able to get the toss off, but Tuttle unable to bring it in. 3rd and 14 now for the Tigers. 2 receivers left, 3 right. Teagan in the shotgun. And we have a penalty. Delay of game.
No, he moved.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
So a false start on number 7, Jack Rayburn.
I didn't think they were set yet.
Pushes him back 5 yards, so now it'll be 3rd and 19 from the 39-yard line. So Harrisburg unable to get out of their own way on that one.
Look for
They'll
the
go with the same
here.
formation, 2 receivers left, 3 right. Teagan able to corral the low snap, but he gets tripped up. Now he breaks free. He's able to toss it down the field, and it's on a pass intended for number 10. Jay Rowert.
Went over his head. But the pressure again there.
Yep.
They just about sacked him.
Yep. They did. Teagan did an excellent job of getting away from the defenders and then toss it down the right-hand side, but just a bit over the head of Rowert.
Okay, Bird's back to defend. Norton's coming up. They're going to watch a fake here.
Harrisburg punting from the 39-yard line, left to right. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Knights lead 14-0. Oh, and they're not punting, and they're running it down the hand side.
But he's still short.
But he is upended and fumbles the football, and Norton picks it up and he runs it down the left-hand side. No one's going to get him, and it's a touchdown, Knights!
Did they call it? Yes, touchdown, Knights. The referee was right there.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow!
Now, that was good call because Norton was back. That's why they switched back. Bird went back. Norton came up to cover because they knew the fake was coming. That's what they were afraid of.
Look at oh boy!
Oh, that's a good look, but we don't have the replay. So
We're watching the video replay here. As this beautiful scoreboard here at McEnany Field. Will Simmons, the kicker for Harrisburg, got the snap. It was a low snap, and then he was going to run off and punt it off to the right. He ended up picking it up, running it down, and as he gets upended and tackled on the near side, fumbled the ball, and Norton picked it up, scooped it up, and ran it 50 yards in for a touchdown. The extra point was up, and the score with 59 seconds left in the first quarter. The Knights 20, Harrisburg Tigers 0. You're listening to Knights football here on Real Presence Radio Network.
For 32 years, the Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota has been helping donors express their gratitude to God for His many blessings by supporting ministries that they designate. Hi, this is Mark Kinzenius. You can leave a legacy of faith by calling 605-988-3788 or visit ccfesd.org. The Catholic Community Foundation, helping people deeper in love with Christ by sharing their gifts in gratitude to God.
back to lovely McEnany Field where your O'Gorman Knights beating Harrisburg Tigers 20-0 with 59 seconds left in the first. It has come to our attention that we may be having some technical difficulties for those of you who are listening online, watching online on our YouTube channel, or listening on the radio. We apologize for that inconvenience, and we have the best people in the business working on it. We thank you for joining us as the Knights kick off here. Andrew Nelson on the kickoff there for the Knights. And it is received by number 13, Ethan Rollinger for Harrisburg, and he is brought down at the 43-yard line. So Harrisburg will take over 1st and 10 from their 43-yard line.
Grant Smith on the tackle, number 20. This has been one heck of a game, I tell you what.
Wow.
Everything's been falling right towards O'Gorman, but they've been playing for it.
Well, and they've been taking advantage of the blitz that they've been getting too, which has been huge for the Knights.
But Harrisburg's going to put a long ball up here. You watch.
Harrisburg, 2 receivers left, 1 right. There's a handoff to Clayton, and he is stopped maybe after a gain of a yard. They'll give him 2 yards, so the ball will be spotted at the 39. Second and 8.
John Kunkel on the stop.
Number 5, John Kunkel, and 66, Matt Peters.
I like Peters inside like that. Round like a block wall. He's on you.
Second 8 from the 40 and counting. Teagan gets a play, cuts it off down at the 46-yard line.
Hackman on
the end of the first quarter. The Knights lead 20-0. We'll be back for the second commercial. You're listening to football here on Real Presence.
Jardine Construction is a custom homes, remodeling, and commercial construction. Jardine Construction will pay project owners and customers when demand for a building or home. Jardine Construction has lots available in Sioux Falls, Bolt. John can be reached at 605-231-0830, 605-261-6174.
Providence Financial matters most to you. Mark Promis, an insurance agent with Providence Financial in Sioux Falls. As one insurance company, he works for you. Mark provides coverage for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. And he can customize policies for you. To make an appointment with Mark, you can call 605-376-3227, or you can visit him at 3208 East 26th Street.
Welcome back to Field where O'Gorman Knights at the start of the second quarter lead the visiting Harrisburg Tigers 20-0. Tigers 3rd and 2 from their 47-yard line to left. And O'Gorman decides to use their first timeout of the half.
He saw something there.
Well, 3rd and 2, yeah, he probably saw something and wanted to give time for the boys to look at it.
We haven't
Boy, what an action-packed senior night, huh?
Oh,
holy buckets.
First 12 minutes have just been phenomenal.
Tell you what, calling a game like this is fun because it's fast.
And we started a little early, but yeah, about a half hour ago, so we're par. Now, sure been running the ball. What for the line tonight? Just like last week, they're opening up, making the plays, following their assignments. In the defense, Peters inside, Makuska, Webben. But Harrisburg going to be a threat with the long ball.
Matichek is getting some things pretty interesting. So now after the O'Gorman timeout, ball on the 47-yard line. Teagan from the shotgun, 3 receivers right. He runs it up the middle, but he is met by a sea of Knights, and they blow him dead before he touches the turf. So that will be a loss of 1, if not 2 yards. Down
they give him
for
forward
Harrisburg.
progress. Same. They give them forward
Oh,
progress.
so they downed it at the line of scrimmage. Okay.
And they're going to go for it. They have to.
Yeah, they have to.
Look at the kid lined up out there already far into the huddle.
No, he knows what his job is.
Yep. Hackman goes out to defend.
4th and 2 now. As Harrisburg goes for it, Teagan gets snap. Pass 2 Knights, and it drops to the ground. That pass was intended for Rayburn, and a turnover on downs gives the Knights an opportunity. 1st and 10 on the Tigers' 47-yard line. Knights lead 20-0 with 11:15 left in the first half. What a defensive stand there for the Knights.
Oh, that's key. I love the way when they're getting their hands up and they're tipping the ball, and when you get a tip ball like that, of course you're going to hopefully get an Oski.
Schlim getting in now as he's going to reserve his spot at the shotgun. Jeff Wishart to his right. Schlim looks down the line. It's down to Logan Jones, who is brought down with maybe a gain of 1 yard. He's brought down at the 46-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 9.
They got an update from Howard Wood. Sioux Falls Lincoln's playing Rapid City Cobblers. Lincoln's up 49-4 at Howard Wood, so we got a walk away.
Oofda.
And sounds like the Lincoln JV's in now playing is what.
Oh, okay. 2nd 9, 11:09 left in the first half. Schlimgen from the shotgun, who finds a hole. He's brought down finally at the 37-yard line. That should be good enough for a Knights first down, and it is as they move the chains.
He slows down a little bit, and he sees the hole. Step left and takes up another 4
and he's just got so much power, it doesn't even need to be that much of a hole. You could put 2 or 3 guys in there, and he's still going to bowl them over. So another first down by the mighty legs of 1st and 10 now on the 36-yard. The Knights go left to right. Teagan from the shotgun hands it off to Wishart, who trips up a little bit and is brought down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That carpet got up.
By number 73 for the Tigers, Jordan
So
Larson.
ball on the 36-yard line.
No gain, 2nd and 10 Knights. For the Tigers,
Calling in a play here, so
10:20 and counting here in the first half. Schlimgen with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Ryman in as the tight end. And Wishart off to Schlimgen's left. So he looks down the right-hand side, and pass intended for Zach. Took his eyes off the ball before grabbing it. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 now from the 36-yard line.
you can't do that. That's just a mental mistake there. And he came up, the defender came up and going to play man-to-man, and he backed off and opened that play right up.
Yeah, he felt him coming on, and then he took his eyes off the ball to see him coming on, and he had enough room to have made that catch. So that will bring up 3rd and 10 now from the 36-yard line. 10 minutes left in the first half. Knights lead 20-0. Norton in the shotgun gets a snap and shovels it over to Wishart, who runs it up for 10 yards, and he's brought down at the 26-yard line. Good enough for another Knights first down.
Did you see how he's going down? He put his hand down, kind of picked himself up, and got another couple yards for the first down. First down at the 25. 9:43 to go. Knights up 20-0 in driving here in the second quarter.
The sun has retired, and it is officially cold.
And look at the wind. The wind's gone down about nothing here. That flag.
Thank goodness that wind has gone down.
Yep.
Schlingen from the shotgun, hands off to Wishart, who barrels his way up the middle for a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5 now with the ball on the line.
He can just run, 4 or 5 yards every play.
Clock continues and counting. Left in the first half. The Knights lead, visiting Harrisburg Tigers 20-0.
Rest in between plays here.
Yeah, give him a breather.
Yep, that clock.
Schlimgen from the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. He hands up, fakes the handoff to Wishart, passes it down the left-hand hands is caught by Zach Norton, who is wrestled down at the 6-yard line. That's another first down. So it'll be first and goal for the Knights.
We got a flag.
Oh, there's a flag on the field.
Penalty marker on the field.
Our field.
5-yard penalty. No second down.
What was it? Ineligible receiver? Yeah.
You got to stay home.
So that will negate the beautiful catch by Zach Norton. In 11 now with the ball on the 26-yard line.
Clock continues to run.
8:30.
8:36.
Schillingen in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Wishard to his side. Teagan gets the snap and he hands it off to Wishard, who is brought down violently at the 22-yard line.
And the tackle for the Tigers, number 62, Jim Nevelsik. It'll make it 3rd down and 7 for the Knights. For the Tigers.
So 8 minutes and counting in the first half. 3rd and 7 from the 22 as the Knights drive left to right. Schlingen in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. He looks down the right-hand side and passes it, intended for
No, he was held.
13, Zach Norton, who was being held by the defender, number 7, Rayburn, and they'll call that passing interference.
Intended for 13, Zach Norton.
Yeah, he held him. He just, like he grabbed his
he held
jersey
him up.
and- Yep, good call. So it should be an automatic first down. It was on 26.
Oh, they called it on 26.
Hudson. It's on Hudson.
I'm not sure they had that name right because Hudson wasn't even close, but in any case, makes no difference. The Knights take over, 1st and goal.
No, Hudson's out here. That was right.
Result of the play will make it 1st down for the Knights.
On the 11-yard line now.
1st and 10 from the Tigers 11.
Schlingen gets the snap, pitches it off to Wishard, who bounces out to the left-hand side and is brought down at the 2-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 1. Yeah, well spot on the 11. So now 2nd and 1.
You see Waschenberger out there, 77?
Ball on the 1.
He just led that. That whole led that line. That sweep came right there.
2nd and 1, rather, for the Knights from the 2.
So the Knights have the ability to get a first down. It would not surprise me if they hand the ball to Wishard and let his legs do the work. 7:10 left in the first half.
Brendan and Waschenberger on the left.
Hand off to Wishard, who goes down the left-hand side, and he is in for a Knights touchdown. 26-0 Knights with 7 minutes left in the first half. Wishard with his first touchdown of the night of the 2-yard variety.
$26-0. We'll wait the extra point here. 7 minutes to go before half. Connor Pavako will have the extra point.
To attempt the extra point.
And the snap was down, kick was up and good with that point after. Knights lead 27-0 with 7 minutes left in the first half. You're listening to Knights football here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. Andrew DeMore and Thaddeus Barnes, financial advisors with the DeMore Group of Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office, know that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. Andrew and Thad can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs. Andrew and Thad can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are often Stanley, Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring pizza and chicken. Pizza Ranch has daily specials as well as 5 party rooms and a dining area. You can also order online and they'll bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Welcome back to McEnany Field, where O'Gorman Knights are 7 minutes left in the first half. Tate Wishard just scored a 2-yard touchdown, his 21st of the season, as the kickoff is received by number 3 for Harrisburg, Ben Luce.
And he gets back about a 6-yard run back, so he can take 5-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for Harrisburg, as they look to get something on the board and hopefully go into the locker rooms at the half with a little bit of happiness and momentum on their side. 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
It did chill off, but this is football weather.
Now, I was down there doing just fine.
No wind, the flag is just perfect.
Teagan gets the snap and throws it down the left-hand side. That pass intended for Rayburn, as he drops it as it's being brought down to the ground, almost intercepted.
Got his Logan's out there.
Yep.
And number 5, John Kunkel.
No, this has been a fun game so far.
Tygan from the shotgun hands it off to Clayton, who runs up the middle. Gets a good head of steam, runs into one of his players actually, but is brought down at the 39-yard line.
Matichek on the stop from behind there.
Tackle for the Knights, number 37, Joe Matichek.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 39-yard line for Harrisburg.
From their own 39.
If you're just joining us, 6:20 left in the first half. Knights lead 27-0 over visiting number 5 ranked Harrisburg Tigers.
Changes the play.
Knights defense showing pressure. They're changing it up. Tygan gets the snap. 3 receivers left, 1 right as he drops it down the right-hand side. It's caught by Blake Hansen, but it bounds.
Intended for number 83, Sam Christensen.
Sam Christensen, number 83.
Connor and Hackman and Hayden were back there.
He was unable to secure that ball as he was being brought down. So incomplete pass, so it'll bring up 4th and 6 now from the 39. You would imagine, while they are bringing on a punt team, it would not surprise me if they did go for it with 6 minutes left in the first half.
Okay, Bird and Norton are back, so they're not the prevent here.
Kicker Will Simmons for Harrisburg is lined up as if he's going to give her a boot. And he does, and he puts it a pretty good punt as it's being called their catch at the 6-yard line by Jacob Bird, and with that, the Knights will take over 1st and 10 on their 26-yard line with 5:55 left in the first half.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights from their 26.
So Harrisburg had the ball 5 times, 2 interceptions and 2 punts, and the turnover on downs.
Wow. Yeah, had that interception, had the fake punt that was fumbled. And brought back 50 yards to the house by Zach Norton, who's had himself quite an impressive first half. Schlimgen in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Fake the handoff to Wishart and passes it up the middle. Ryman,
a little bit behind him.
It was enough at him. He didn't have a chance. As tall and long as he is, he was unable to reel it in. So it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I'd like to see Makushka and Ryman in their double tight ends come across and watch them try to defend that.
Schlimgen in the shotgun, hands it off to Wishart, who runs out to his right-hand side. Stiff-armed 1 defender as they barrel down 2 more defenders. It is brought down at the 37-yard line, but he is hit.
He got a late hit. Late hit out of bounds on Wishart. He was clearly into the white, and he got hit.
Yep, absolutely. As they show the video replay here on the board, he had 3 steps in the white before he was smoked, was Wishart. So that's hitting a player out of the bounds on 15, Kate Boyer. So with that, the ball will be spotted on 48-yard line as the Knights look to put up another score here going into the locker rooms. 5:45 left in the first half. 1st and 10.
That was a 25-yard pickup.
Yeah, from the Tigers' 48-yard line.
From the Tigers' 48.
Crowd is pumped up tonight on both sides. Schlimgen hesitated for a moment, looked on the left-hand side, hands it off to Wishart, who was able to gain a couple of yards, even after being contacted by 4 Tigers before.
I thought he was going to be 7 yards.
Yeah.
27, time and long.
And it's Western night here.
Western night,
I confirmed
okay.
that.
Confirm. All right. So, a cow onesie.
Oh, yeah.
That looks awful. Oh, I see a couple of them now.
With the pink, yeah, I see
they're
that
having a
too.
good time. 9 from the 47-yard line. Schlimgen from the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 3 receivers left, 1 right. So he looks down Norton on the right-hand side. Norton receives the ball and is tripped up and brought out at the 33-yard line. Good enough for a Knights first down as the Knights continue to press forward.
6 inches.
Oh, man.
He would have cleared that and went out.
It's almost like a replay of Stephon Diggs' miracle catch last year. Oh, he was so close. So 4:55 left in the first half. Left to right, 1st and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. They lead the visiting Tigers 27-0.
1st and 10 for the Knights from the Tigers 33.
Bird and Jones on the left. Norton as running back as Schlimgen throws it around the left-hand side, and it's caught by Jake, who is slammed violently into the ground at the 26-yard line.
Boy, nice tackle. He just threw him down.
That was a good tackle.
77 Washingberger's on the bench here. He's cramping up here on the left leg, so
hopefully the certified athletic trainer will be able to bring Wash back. Certainly an integral part of this team. 4:25 left in the first half. 2nd and 3. Ball on the 26 as Schlimgen fakes the handoff and is forward enough for a first. He's brought down at the 18. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 8 Knights.
Good for another O'Gorman Knights. First down.
And look at the ref making me a liar. It'll be 1st and 10.
I think number 60, Matthew Winterton, is in. Like
by 15, Cade Boyer.
On the far left there.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Left tackle.
From the Tigers 19.
Yes.
Oh, in place of Wash.
Yep. In place of Wash, yep. Yeah, he's getting stretched out there, so.
1st and 10, 3:50 left in the first half. A dump off to Tate Wishart, who has a full head of steam, and that does not look well for the Tigers as he's finally wrestled down at the 4-yard line for another Knights first down here. Now 1st and goal for the Knights.
Nice run by Tate. Coming out of the backfield like that.
Before another O'Gorman Knights.
That, if I'm a defender and I see Tate Wishart come at me with that much steam, I'm just going to go ahead and move out of the way.
You're going to feel it.
Probably for a while. So 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. The Knights look to punch in another touchdown here in the first half. They lead 27-0 with 3:20 left in the first half. Hand off to Wishart. And he's brought down at the 2, it looks like.
Pick up a 3. Clock's running, 3 minutes.
They'll spot the ball at about the 2.5-yard line. So bring up 2nd and goal.
There, Will's up running down there, so
The Tigers 2.
it's good. We need him out there on the left side. That's an athlete there. I'm not sure where he's looking at or who's looking at him, but I can see him playing college.
He's got size. He looks good. Schlimgen from the shotgun. Hands it off to Wishart, who wills his way into the end zone for another Knights touchdown.
Yeah, is that Tate's 3rd?
That's Tate's 2nd.
2nd, yeah.
So with 2:36 left in the second quarter, Tate Wishart runs it in from 2 yards out. His 2nd 2-yard touchdown of the game.
And all of a sudden he just swung around left and walked.
Snap down, kick is up. The holder struck, and Pavelko puts it through the heart for a 34-0 lead for your O'Gorman Tigers at 2:36 left in the first half. You're listening to O'Gorman Knights football on Real Presence Radio Network.
Need bus pumps, tanks, compressors? Sioux Equipment Company can help. They serve Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company also offers services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment. Sioux Equipment Company at 605-334-1653 is a supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Did you know you can listen to the RPR network? Just search for Real Presence Radio in your app store. Listen live to any station across the network at any time, so you can stay connected to your local community from wherever you are. Plus, if you miss a program, the Real Presence Radio a one-stop shop for local and national podcasts, including our signature show, Real Presence Live, the Real Presence Radio app, with you every step of your faith journey.
Welcome back to McEnany Field as the kickoff is received. Boy, that was KG. See who G was met, and he
KG 52. When he's out there, he's explosive. When he's out there,
yeah.
And you need somebody like that on special teams, and he's going to stay out there on defense as he in there. You have Akuska, Peters, and KG now in the front three for the D line.
Senior night, 2:30 left in the first half. The Tigers will 28-yard line as they go right to handoff to number 10 in motion, and he's run out of bounds at the 29-yard line, 28-yard line, to bring up 2nd and 7.
So we have some problems. We have a network board error over in our Brandon Tower. 94.5 is down, so hopefully you're listening to us on 91.3. It's best that you go to the app at RPR app or go on YouTube and you can watch and listen to it there. So we apologize for 94.5 being down.
As the snap fumbles along to the quarterback, who is now number 4, Jacob Newth, as he completes a huge pass to number 8, and he 32-yard line. So Jacob Newth in as quarterback on this drive.
Well, he's got to try something.
Tigan was in on that handoff to Rowert, but they brought in Newth, who was able to inject a little life in the offense and did a pretty hefty pass play.
Gorman calls the timeout here, the minute 44 to go in the second quarter. Back, Gorman up 34-0. Stay tuned.
Crossroads is a local source for Catholic gifts and supplies. From rosaries and medals to books and Bibles, Crossroads is here with materials to help individuals in their walk with Christ. Crossroads also features a large line of personalized gifts that are great for weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, or occasion. Crossroads is located at 41st and Grange next to Camille's. Crossroads, books, gifts, music.
1:44 left in the first half. O'Gorman Knights all over the visiting otherwise lovely fall evening. No sun now, no wind. Thank is chill, at least 40 degrees outside. Or at most, I should say. It's definitely gotten chilly. Newth in a quarterback. Beautiful pass down the left-hand side, down the middle of the field to number 10, Rowert, and that's good enough for a first down.
Calls on the
22, Allison on the tackle for the Knights.
Well, they figured the run game wasn't there, so they're going to come out and they're going to. Our DB is going to have their work cut off for them the second half.
So the Tigers now take over first and the 17-yard line. Again, Newth in at quarterback, 3 receivers right in motion. As Newth size up the defense, but the penalty marker on the field, it looks to be against Harrisburg. We'll see.
Number 11.
False start on Nathan Tuttle for Harrisburg. That'll bring bring it 5 yards, and the Harrisburg Tigers will take over on the 23-yard line. Excuse me, start on the 13. 23. I'll get the numbers right eventually.
It's a 3.
You get the idea.
Get in there, boys.
Newth in the shotgun, gets a snap, tosses a huge one up into the end zone, and it was almost picked off by Logan Jones.
Oh, that'd have been sweet if he'd have picked that off there at the goal line.
And brought it back. That'd be pretty neat. We've had a fumble return for a touchdown. We've had an interception that set up a touchdown drive. Ball's been spread around offensively for O'Gorman as they lead 34-0 with 1:05 left in the first half. Harrisburg 2nd and 15. Ball on the Knights' 23-yard line. They're hoping to punch something in. Newth gets a snap, throws it down the right-hand side, and it is caught by Christensen.
You see Matichek come in? Matichek just leveled him.
And Christensen was knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line, so that was good for 11 yards. 3rd and 4 for Harrisburg.
He's got to feel that hit from Matichek.
Absolutely.
Joe just put a hurt on him.
Joe had a good.
Yep.
So 3rd down and 4, all on the 12-yard line as Harrisburg this drive. Newth at quarterback, 3 receivers left, 2 right. Newth, plenty of time, looks down the field, tosses it, incomplete. That pass was intended for Christensen.
But Connor and
4th down.
And Bird back there on the coverage, so nice coverage by the boys there. So under a minute. 4th down on the 12-yard line. They had to do something. They had to shake up a little bit because it wasn't working for them.
I'm surprised we didn't see Newth earlier. You know what I mean?
But all of a sudden, from the bang, we're up 14-0 and didn't know it hit them in less than a minute.
Yeah, it didn't take, 3 or 4 minutes for us to down.
Yeah.
So here we go. 4th and 4, ball on the 12-yard line. Newth in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 2 right as he gets time to look down the field to pass it down the middle. And it is caught. A miraculous catch. Are they going to call it? They will. That's a touchdown to Rollert. A 12-yard touchdown reception to Rollert from Newth. And Harrisburg is on the board with 6 points pending a point after touchdown.
That was a one-handed.
Yeah.
He rolled it.
That was an excellent catch. Harrisburg going for 2 points now. But when you're down by this much, that's what you got to do.
Tigers are going for 2.
Newth again in at quarterback. Gets a snap, hands it off, and they're going to do a reverse end around here. And number 13 runs it down the right-hand side and is in for a touchdown. That was Ethan Rollinger. I was looking for his name, so it was a reverse. A handoff to Anders Clayton, who hands it off to Rollinger, who runs around the right-hand side, in for 2.
No,
so now it's 34-8.
He passed it back I didn't see who got it back in the end zone there, but it looked like it on the ground there, but they gave it to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 13.
Goodness. Here, watch this.
Rollinger, yeah.
It's Philly special. That's what Nick Foles caught.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Well, in any event, 53 seconds left in the first half. Harrisburg gets on the board now, and after the 2-point conversion was good, they have 8, and O'Gorman has 34 points.
So a little bit of life here to the Harrisburg Tigers is coming. They 34-8 here gives them a little bit of, and they'll get the ball at the start of the second half. And Gorman will take it here. You got Stucco and Bird back for the Knights.
Simmons maps out his path. And 53 seconds left in the first half. And Simmons, a little dribbler of a kick as it's fielded by Bird, and he is brought down at the 39-yard line.
25,
Jacob Schwab got the ball there. He's on there.
What did I say, Bird?
Yeah.
Well, I meant Schwab.
Oh, he's 1 number off. Short kick. Kick went about, 18 yards?
It's the whole Jacob thing. Gets me every time. I was just say, hey, Jacob got it. I got a better chance.
Didn't we do that last year? Who was that? Had the same first name like that, kind of.
Schlim getting in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Wishart off to his left as he fakes the handoff to Wishart and passes it to Norton, who's got wide open in front of him. They swallow it up at the 49-yard line. It's good enough for a Knights touchdown. 45 seconds left. And as he's brought out of bounds, and it was first down, that'll stop the clock.
I thought he'd stay in bounds, run that clock.
That's good for another O'Gorman Knights. First down.
Harrisburg's got all 3 timeouts. Knights have 1 left here with 45.22 seconds to go in the half.
Schlimgen with 3 receivers right, 1 left. And shotgun gets the snap, hands it off to Wishart, who brings it forward 4 yards, so it'll bring up 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 47-yard line. 30 seconds left. Look this to be the last play. Schlimgen from the shotgun. Chucks it up to number 24, Jacob Bird. As he runs out of bounds at the 42-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 20 seconds left in the first half. Knights up 34-8.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 1 Knights from the Tigers 42.
Jacob Doden just came out. Get a rest.
Schlimgen with another quick pass down the right-hand side to Bird as he goes out of bounds at the 39. And that's good enough for a Knights first down.
So we're getting a little close. I think we'll have C. Connor come out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking right here.
37-yard line. 17 and a half seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 Knights from the Tigers 37.
That's what he's doing here.
So I'm getting in the shotgun.
And we got a. And they just went over to the ref and talked to him. And he just called a penalty.
Yeah, I saw a coach saying something.
Coach went over and he pointed back to a player.
No mouth guard? Somebody doesn't have a mouth guard? I can't tell.
Illegal equipment. 5-yard penalty.
Illegal equipment on 20. That is.
Like no mouth guard.
Well, yeah, he was
either mouth guard
motioning in the mouth here.
Probably had it up here.
Probably hit it up.
Well, that was an easy 5 yards. So here we are on the 37 with 16.3 seconds left.
You see the ref was coming the other way, and O'Gorman said, "No, that way."
It's going to get. Has plenty of time to look down the field. Tosses it up down the middle of the field, and it was intercepted. Intercepted on the 1-yard line by Lincoln Botel.
Norton was the intended receiver, but he was double teamed there. Norton's not a bad ball, but you're deep here with 9.5 seconds to go. They'll be snapping from the end zone.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
First mistake for the Knights tonight.
From their own 1.
Now it looks like Tigan is back in.
And just like Brett said, they can't kneel because it'd be a safety, so they got to get it out.
He's a quarterback sneaker. He runs up the middle. At the 4-yard line. They'll let the clock roll out. And that's the end of the first half. Knights lead Harrisburg Tigers 34-8. Coming up after the break, we will have the Knights of Columbus insurance field agent Jeff Gillen, Knights halftime show. You're listening to Knights football here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Crossroads Book and Music is a local source for Catholic gifts and supplies. From rosaries and medals to books and Bibles, Crossroads is here with materials to help individuals in their walk with Christ. Crossroads also features a large line of personalized gifts that are great for wedding music.
Need repairs on gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors? Sioux Equipment Company can help. They serve Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company also offers services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment. Sioux Equipment Company at 605-334-1653 is a supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at Join us for access to all these insurance services. Jeff Gillen at 605-759-7204. That's 605-759-7204.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Halftime for Sioux Falls, the southeast South Dakota area. Jeff Gillen.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The Knights halftime here at the O'Gorman Knights 34, Harrisburg Tigers 8 here at halftime. And I tell you what, Brett, what a show the Knights are putting on tonight, first half. I tell you what, Tate Wishart is unstoppable so far in this first half. I'm not sure what Harrisburg's going to do to stop him at all.
Well, what a great start for O'Gorman. I mean, you score right away, you get a turnover. I mean, they score on a fake punt that was a fumble. I mean, it's kind of like you get hit in the mouth in football. It's such a momentum game, and Graham was coming off such a bad second half Harrisburg's coming off a really bad second half to Brandon. They got outscored 28-0 to start this game down, 18-0 just like that, and they haven't really recovered. And everything's going right so far for O'Gorman right now.
And I don't think Harrisburg saw what was coming. All of a sudden, boom, they got hit in the face, 14-0. We're 3.5 minutes into the game, and it's 14-0. I mean, it's like, wow, Harrisburg. But
you wonder if Harrisburg is ready for that heavier set offense where they went out with the Zach Norton attack, and they had about 9 guys at the line of scrimmage, and it wasn't spread out at all. They just ran that first possession. They had a couple little short dink and dunks, but it was probably like 7 or 8 just straight running plays, and they just, getting 8, 9, 10 yards. I think the holes are big enough. Us three could have probably ran through.
Well, I agree. But I tell you, both lines, defensive line, offensive line, Matt Peters, Webb, and Bakuska, they've all just been phenomenal on the defense. Sorensen, Waschenberger, on the offensive line, they're just all playing phenomenal ball, and that's where the only downfall I see from the first half, they gave up the interception, but I'm not even going to count that because that's, that was kind of a Teagan. But I tell you what, I like how we can come back and keep that team off, on kilter there. They come in Teagan for a couple plays, Norton next and stuff. It keeps them off balance. I really like that. But Harrisburg had to change something, didn't they, Al? They had to come in. They changed quarterbacks. They had to do something to get the momentum change to kind of in their favor, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, things certainly looked a little bit more comfortable when Jacob Newth came in, number 4, 6'3", 195-pound sophomore. I tell you what, he looks every bit the part of the leader of this team. So, yes, the aerial attack for Harrisburg is there with Newth under center. I look to see Harrisburg come with that attack. I don't know how well it's going to hold up. I do think our secondary will be able to continue holding this 26-point lead. And the offense is really operating kind of however they want. Now, you can say, we had an interception there at the end of the first half, but really they were trying to make a whole lot happen out of about 10 seconds. And I think maybe it was too much. Maybe if they would have just held back, kicked a field goal, gone in the locker room ahead 37-8, would have been just fine. So, hats off to the offense for trying something different. When you got a 26-point lead, you can kind of mess around with those little plays, right? You only got about 10 seconds left in the first half, so In any case, Knights lead 34-8 over Harrisburg Tigers. We've got about 10 to 15 minutes here in the halftime, so we'll go ahead and kick it over to our Inside O'Gorman segment coming up next here, where Brett Byler sat down with O'Gorman cross-country coach Aaron Strand to preview the girls and boys state cross-country meeting here on Saturday afternoon. You're listening to the Knights halftime show on Real Presence Radio Network.
Chiropractic and Wellness is a third-generation chiropractic practice focusing on inspiring patients to take control of their personal health and the health of their families. Dr. Eric Ferendorf is a 99 O'Gorman alum and is a proud third generation of O'Gorman, following in the footsteps of grandfather and uncle. Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, formerly known as Village Chiropractic Clinic, is located on the northwest corner of 49th Street and Southeastern Avenue. You can reach them at 605-334-8000.
Community. It's at the heart of every at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Local, nationally known.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. I'm Andy Demore, financial advisor with our group of Morgan. Thad Barnes and myself know that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. We can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs.
Andy and Thad can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC, member SIPC.
Real Presence Radio is now on Google Assistant devices, including Google Home, phones, tablets, and smart displays. To start this action, say something like, "Okay Google, talk to Real Presence Radio." It will then ask what station you want to play, to which you can respond, "Play Sioux Falls," or "Play AM 970," or "Play WWEN." From there you can use words like play, pause, and stop. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere, now on Google Assistant devices.
Welcome back to Inside O'Gorman, sponsored by the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools. I'm now joined by O'Gorman cross-country coach Aaron Strand. Coach, your boys and girls had their final tune-up before the state meet with the Metro Conference meet last Thursday at Yankton Trails. Aaliyah Hardy won the race on the girls' side, and Dylan Hilger got 6th overall on the boys' side. What was your assessment of how the girls and boys ran in their respective races at the Metro Conference?
Girls ran pretty well and got 5th, but we talk about that a lot. There's been a lot of years we get 5th place in the Metro and then go to state and get 3rd or 4th. We did have one of our better girls, Bella Kippis, was kind of struggling and ended up dropping out, so that kind of hurt us. Leah Hardy ran just a great, smart race. She just kind of sat with the pack, and then the last about half mile took off and ended up winning it, so that's pretty cool to have a Metro Conference champ. There's some great girls in there that are top 5 girls at state, so that was fun to see. Good confidence going into state. She's got a big task trying to run against Ellie Abraham and Brookings, but she'll be up for it and ready. The rest of the girls ran well. They were all pretty consistent. We spent a lot of time at Yankton Trails, so they know the course well. So again, we ended up 5th, but real excited going into next week. I think we're in a good spot. And then the boys team, I don't know, you can't really make this up as a coach. We had one student gone for a college visit I knew about. Alex Hove is injured, but we running at state. And then we had a boy come down with a concussion the day of the meet, and then another one got the flu. So we ended up only running 2 boys, so that was kind of disappointing. You want to, go after the Metro and put your best foot forward, but we had to just kind of back off, so we ran just 2 boys. Dylan Hilger ran really well. He played 6, so that was fun to see, and that would give him a good shot at being a top 10 at state. And then our 7th grade Evan ran, and man, he had just a great race going against some great competition, and he finished kind of around all those other teams' 4th runners, so that's really exciting going into state. We get everybody back and run where we're supposed to. We'll be in good shape come Friday and Saturday.
I was just going to talk to you about how your preparation from basically your practices have gone from after the Metro Conference all the way up to state, and is it kind of just more of getting mentally prepared, not as much miles this next couple of days before you get to state?
Yep, big thing is just that mental aspect. We've been talking about there's going to be multiple times during the race that your mind's going to tell you need to quit, you need to slow down, back off, don't get a kid, but they're physically ready to go, and they're legs are going to be feeling good, and they just got to kind of power through that and go after the next kid in front of them and the next kid. We've always been really lucky to finish well, so we're right on track again this year. Again, with the workouts, we kind of, I always say, go up the mountain where we're building up into longer, even mile intervals, and then we kind of come back down the mountain. Our last real tough workout was last week. We did some 400s and 200s on the track. We got rained out yesterday, but we just kind of do, we call whistle bursts, some quicker stuff, just kind of get them feeling good and going fast, hopefully running well on Saturday.
As a coach, always wants to see their teams peak basically as you enter the playoffs or enter the state meets respectively. Do you feel like your boys and girls are running as well overall now than they have at any point during the season?
Yep, 100%. They're ready to go. You know, like I said, it's tough during the season. We're training hard through the workouts because we're preparing. So now we get to back off all that. You know, the big thing again this week is, you know, a little extra rest, getting them feeling healthy and just aspect of it, just getting ready to go for Saturday.
And with your 7 boys and 7 girls running the state meet, Coach, you kind of have a little bit mixture. You have a lot of experience and you have a couple there before, but I'm looking at your boys roster. 5 ran at the state meet before, and some of these guys have ran multiple state meets. 4 of your top 7 girls. Also, for those kids that have competed already, especially the ones 3 or 4 times, how much do you think that helps them with nerves? Meet.
It's tremendous. It helps a lot. We're very fortunate. We get to go to some pretty big meets throughout the year. The Augie Twilight, the Roy Griak. So all of a sudden you get to the state meet. Yes, there's the hype of the state. Standing at that starting line, seeing all the different kids, and we've run in races 5 times bigger, so that kind of helps with the nerves. And then our seniors have been awesome already this week. George Suguru, she's just really taken a lot of those younger girls and is doing a great job with them. And same, having all those senior boys on the team. You know, they're just kind of going about business. We'll do a good workout today. Having those older kids around to help.
And finally, Coach, your boys finished 7th at last year's state cross country meet. The girls got 4th. What are your expectations for both of your teams at the state meet in Huron?
There's a lot of good teams in that top 10, both boys and girls. You know, realistically, I think if our girls had a great day, they could possibly place up to maybe 2nd place. And if we have an average day, we could all of a sudden be 8th place. Boys, kind of similar. The top couple spots are really good teams. I don't think we can. You never know when you have 4 seniors running their last race, and we've seen it happen a lot of times. It's just amazing what those seniors and how they finish. So we're hoping for a big, you know, push from those senior guys. The guys realistically, you know, could kind of be in that 3rd to 8th place. All we want to get on that podium 6. We talk a lot about the girls team. And all that is one of your kids passing one other runner. So we've been talking a lot about that. Hopefully we give it a good shot, and I think good come Saturday.
Thanks so much, Coach. Good luck at the state meet.
Thanks. We're real excited.
I would like to thank Coach Tim and wish his boys and girls their state cross country meet on Saturday. The boys are going to start running at 12. So we'll start off at 2. And Dan, I believe you got the best of all the athletes for us, correct?
The boys varsity, Helger, Hart, Grew, Sam Party. On the girls, you have Karzinski, George, Grace, Bella Kippis, Ruth Hardy.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, and sorry I butchered your name. It's right there. Letha Hardy. She's like and 12:30 the boys and 2 o'clock is the girls 5K, and they'll practice tomorrow in Huron at the Huron Golf Course. They'll come back tomorrow night and get a good night's sleep and go back up Saturday morning and get ready to what O'Gorman can do at the state cross country tournament.
That's right. Thank you, Dan. Inside O'Gorman is by schools are 6 elementary schools, junior high and high school values, strong student achievement, and in every school is dedicated to our mission of forming a community of faith and learning by promoting through values and academic excellence. After the break, as the field is starting to populate with the players here for the second half, after the break, we'll get a quick look at the games going on to the second half. You're listening to the Halftime Show on Real Presence Radio Network.
Community. Everything we do at First Premier Bank Car, from supporting scholarships. We continually seek new start of these communities are members and our employees work hard to ensure and our it's the Premier. It's what it's all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank, nationally known.
Radio is assistant devices, including Google Home, phones, tablets, and to start this action, say simple, talk to Real Presence Radio. It will then ask want to play, to which you can respond, play Sioux Falls, or play WW. From there you can use words like play, pause, and RPR anytime, anywhere. Assistant devices.
Welcome back to the MAC, and now a quick look at football scoreboard.
The other game was 5 o'clock. Rapid City Central is at Howard Wood playing Sioux Falls Lincoln. We have a final there, 59-50. Wow. There, it's a tough Central, and they let them back in. So 59-50. Lincoln goes to 8-1 on the year. Rapid City Stevens is at 6 with an update there. Aberdeen Central is at Watertown. No update in the game. Going to start here in about a half hour. Roosevelt at Sioux Falls, Washington. It means 7, Yankton 0.
Ooh.
For that update there down in Yankton. Brookings at 7-1. Yankton's 3-5. Sturgis Brown will be at Spearfish. Mitchell playing at Huron, and both of all those games just got underway here about 15 minutes ago. And tomorrow night we'll be streaming the volleyball. Number 1 volleyball in Class A, Sioux Falls Christian will be at number 2, AA Sioux Falls O'Gorman here. Sioux Falls Christians 23-8. The O'Gorman Knights 18-4. Brett will be video streaming that on YouTube. So I was at the game the other night when they took on Brandon Valley, and they took them 3 straight, and they took Roosevelt. Was it 3 straight or 3 out of 4? 3 out of 4 Roosevelt on Tuesday nights. I tell you what. So what a Lady Knights they're putting up the points and the wins, and they're showing everybody that they're number 2 in the state.
All right, thank you, Dan. That scoreboard update has been brought to you by Jameson Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get value from their businesses. Jameson can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business. Dakota Lake says O'Gorman kicks off, and it is returned by Barenfuse here. And he is brought down at the 31-yard line. Tonight's halftime show for the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights has been brought to you by Jeff Gillen, your Knights of Columbus field agent for Sioux Falls and the southeast South Dakota area. For term, life, or whole life, long-term care insurance, and retirement planning, Jeff can be contacted at 605-759-7204. Harrisburg is going to take over now. First 6 and 10, 11:56, so just a few seconds into the second half. They are down 34-8. Newth in at quarterback receives the snap and fakes a pass and hands it off to 22 Anders Clayton as he's brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 2nd and 10.
You know, Newth, he's a 6'3" sophomore. So I mean, Harrisburg's got a couple more years of him, and so that's
it's promising. It looks promising for the Tigers.
Promising for Harrisburg with the quarterback and stuff. So he looks pretty good out there.
Yeah, he does look composed as now he's got 3 receivers left, 2 right. Newth rolls out to the left-hand side, tosses it down the field, and is incomplete over the head of 13, Ethan Rollinger. So that is no good. 3rd down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Harrisburg goes left to right.
I like his mechanics. You just watch him and stuff. Everything.
He's sound.
He is for a sophomore. I'm very impressed with that young man. And
he shows incredible poise. And as a sophomore, there's a bright future for the Harrisburg Tigers.
I'm afraid if we played him next week, I think he'll come out starting next week.
Wouldn't surprise me if he did. Newth from the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 2 right. As he rolls out and passes it down the middle to Clayton, but he is taken down maybe a yard back. I'm trying to get who that was. That was Kowalczyk.
He stayed home. He did his homework, stayed home to cause that 4th down here. So Harrisburg will
Number 25.
Deep in their territory. They're going to be punting here, punting from about the 11-yard line now.
So just 2 minutes, a minute and some change into the second half. Harrisburg has already gone 3 and out, and they're back to punt. They're on their 25-yard line. Oh, a bad snap as it rolls to the kicker, to the punter, I should say, as a fair catch is called by Mr. Norton, and he receives the catch, receives the kick at the 47-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 47.
So great field position for the Knights here on the 47. And they call it 46 and a half. He didn't give him a half a yard there. Come on.
No. Well, in any case.
See what the Knights can do here. If they can start off here.
Schlimgen in at shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. He keeps the ball, fakes the handoff to Wishart as he rolls around the right-hand side and is finally brought down in the middle of the field at the Harrisburg Tigers 36-yard line.
Faked me out. I'm sorry.
I had to watch it and process it a little bit before I said anything because I thought it was Wishart again up the middle, but
and he had good and Wishart in with
it looked like I thought he had the ball. I thought Wishart had the ball.
Did you see that?
So 1st and 10 now from the Tigers 38-yard line as O'Gorman rips off a big first play, a sneak by Schlimgen up the middle.
I'm talking to Brett there, guys.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Ryman has a lead blocker for Wishart, who gets the handoff, and he barrels down the middle of the field and is brought down at the 29-yard line. So that's a good gain of 9 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 1 now for the O'Gorman Knights on their 30-yard line. Gain of 8.
Knights from the Tigers 30.
So if you're just joining us, O'Gorman is leading 34-8. The first drive of the second half was a 3-and-out by Harrisburg. And is driving now right to left. A handoff to Wishart as he runs up the middle, and he's got room. And he's finally tripped up and brought down at the 18-yard line. Good enough for a Knights first down, but a penalty marker is down. It's going to be holding on Tip Ryman. So unfortunately, holding on Ryman, that brings the Knights back.
Why does that always happen?
I know.
Seems like you
get that momentum.
You get that momentum, and all of a sudden, boom! You hit that brick wall, and you got to take it back. You end up picking up. So basically, there it's going to bring it back. Yeah, we lost how many yards on that? So 2nd and 11 looks like.
Yep. So 2nd and 11 now. Ball on the 39-yard line. O'Gorman driving right to left, ahead 34-8. 9:05. In the third quarter, as Harrisburg might have just gifted the Knights some yards as they jump.
Who was that, 62? Yeah, Neville-Sick. 6'3", 290 senior jumped the gun there.
Yep, just couldn't stop it.
But you look at that front line for defense here, 6'2", 6'3", 6'2", 5'11". 3 out of 4 is over. They got some size there in defense. But
yeah, and they have a sophomore, Jordan Larson, number 73, 6'3", 273.
But the Knights are handling them at the line.
Schlimgen rolls out, fakes a pass, hands off to Wishart, who had a good head of steam as he's brought down. It was 3rd and 6 from the 34. Let's see where they spot the ball.
3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
They'll spot it on the 32-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Yes. 8:23 left in the third quarter. Knights ahead 34-8 over visiting Tigers.
And they're letting that clock run out. This is what they...
Yep, taking their time.
Yep. You're going to see that, I think, the rest of the game. They're going to work that clock every play they can get.
Schlimgen from the shotgun. Ryman to his left. Wishart to his right. He rolls out to the right. Passes it to Ryman, who has enough head of steam. And he is brought down at the 27-yard line. That's good enough for a Knights first down.
You see where Ryman lined up?
Mm-hmm.
Ryman came up there, lined up there, and he did that before. He snuck right through the line, snuck out there, and came across wide open.
They've been using him a lot this game as a lead blocker, so I'm sure the defense saw that, didn't think much of it, but caught that small screen pass and was able to make enough yards out of it for a first down. Now the Knights will take over.
Nobody picks him up.
No, 1st and 10 on the 27. They should pick him up. He's getting looks collegiately, right? I mean, I don't think he's committed yet, but
I think South Dakota State, right?
one of those schools. Oh, got a beautiful toss over to Schlimgen. Schlimgen just kept it, excuse me.
For the first down.
For another O'Gorman Knights.
A nice scamper by Teagan. Good for him. He's brought down at the 14-yard line. They'll spot it at the 15, I guess, and it'll be 1st and 10, 15-yard line.
So I like the balance that he's throwing Harrisburg, keeping him off balance. He's, that's good play calling there.
Knights from the Tigers 15.
Bird and Stuckel to the left. Norton to the right. Schlimgen in the shotgun with Wisher to his left as Ryman is the lead. A handoff to Wisher, but they're going to blow the play dead.
I think it's on Knights.
Full start. Offense number 2.
False start on Stuckel. So 5-yard penalty will bring it back to the 20-yard line. Still first down for the Knights, however.
Sam Stuckel, the 6', 180-pound junior.
I love the blue jerseys for O'Gorman. Makes it so.
Can we wear these next week? Can you tell Keeter we want to wear these next week? Or Pavinga?
That'd be great.
My eyes,
not strained at all.
No, I'm loving this, folks.
Stuckel in motion, right to left, gets the handoff from a Schlimgen in the shotgun, and he runs down the left-hand side, and he's still on his feet, and he goes in for a touchdown!
And 4 Harrisburg Tigers are on the ground. They tried to grab his jersey, and he got away and took it in for the touchdown. That was sweet, folks.
A failed tackle by 2 Tigers.
We got a flag.
Oh, goodness, we got a flag on the field. Oof.
They'll nullify that.
Norton.
Nullify that, folks. We'll take it back. That was a great play, though.
Man, that was so exciting. That was great. Unfortunately, Norton is flagged for holding, and that'll bring the ball back.
Oh, you can see it right.
Oh, yeah.
He was in front of it right there, and he just,
Oh, sure.
It'll be 1st and 14 for the Knights.
All right, well, 1st and 14 now. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Still first down.
Yep. Schlimgen from the shotgun, dumps it off to Wishard. He's brought down just a couple of yards ahead of the line of scrimmage. 1st and 12.
5:50 to go here in the third quarter. 34-8. And that clock continues to run for the Knights.
They spot the ball line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 14 now from the 19-yard line. 5:39 and counting in the third quarter. Knights up 34-8. Stuckel and Bird on the right. Norton on the left. Schlimgen get in the shotgun, gets the snap, and hands it off to Wishard.
Wishard on the carry.
And he tripped up by the carpet.
Yep. Ball's down at the 14-yard line, so a gain of 5. So it'll be 2nd and 9 now. Ball on the 14-yard line. Excuse me, 3rd. What did I say? 2nd? Thank you.
3rd down and 9.
So 3rd and 9 for the Knights as they drive right to left. 5 minutes and counting in the third quarter. They're up 34-8 over the visiting Harrisburg Tigers.
Going to the corner. Bird in the corner. Going on a limb.
Schlimgen gets a snap, but is just pummeled.
Oh, they got to put the blitz on.
Yes, they did.
44 and
brought
54.
Down. It's Aiden Viox.
And Brady Schultz got him.
Aiden Viox, 6 foot, 200-pound sophomore, but boy, he looks good out there, doesn't he?
Okay, here comes Connor for the field goal.
So they'll bring on Pavelko for a 39-yard field goal.
And his longest is 49 in the year.
53. He hit that 53-yarder. Huh? No, he hit a 53-yarder.
No, 49.
49.
I'm pretty sure it was 53. In any case, Pavelko on.
Come on.
Snap down. Kick is up.
Be there.
And it is good.
Yes.
And Mr. Struck on the hold. And the beautiful kick by Pavelko brings it to 37-8. Knights lead. 4:05 left in the third quarter. You're listening to Knights football here on Real Presence Radio Network.
ValueVisor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jameson Rounds, managing partner of ValueVisor at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Welcome back to lovely McEnany Field, where your Gorman Knights lead the Harrisburg Tigers 37-8. We got a little dance-off going off here in the stands. Everybody keeping warm on this lovely fall evening. No wind, clear skies, chilly but nice.
Excuse me, they got to move around to keep warm.
Yeah, they do. This guy's having a good time. He's been on the Jumbotron the entire time.
Wow, it's Western night. Look at them. They got their flannel on down there, folks.
He's having a good time. Good for him.
I didn't think they
now
made flannel
kicks.
like that anymore. They did back in the 70s.
Oh, of course they do. Go to Fleet Farm. It's all over the place. And the kickoff is returned by Carter Barenfuss. He's brought down at the 23-yard line, so the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 on their 24-yard line, trailing the Knights 37-8 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, tonight, the special teams has done their job.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's one thing we don't give much credit to special teams, and I'd like to get a list of who's on the specialty teams, but on the kickoff there, they've covered it well tonight.
Kuhn from the shotgun and passes it down to the left-hand side.
Tegan's pass is complete.
Caught by Rayburn.
Bird on the tackle.
7, Jack Rayburn.
And he is brought down on the 3-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 4.
3:38 counting.
There you go. Kuhn in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 3 right. Whistle.
Penalty marker in the field.
We got a flag. It's gonna be on Harrisburg.
Yep.
83, I think, moved.
False start. Offense number 10. 5-yard penalty.
So false start on Rowert. That'll bring him back 5 yards.
2nd and 9 for the Tigers from their own 25.
Now, if we can hang on here with about 15 minutes of ball left here, this is going to wake up a few teams across the state.
Tigers looking to put on an air show here.
Intercepted.
Yes! Wow!
Hackman!
Unreal. Caden Hackman goes up on a pass intended for Rowert, and that was Jack Tigan in at quarterback. Hackman intercepted the ball on a 46-yard line.
He had position on him out. I saw that coming. I'm going. Excuse me. I had to holler interception because you saw that coming. He just snuck right in under. He was man to man with him, and he had the inside position, and he got the ball.
Wow.
Sweet.
Nice athletic play by Caden Hackman.
He's a St. Lambert's kid. I haven't got that in for a couple games, have we? Hey, we got to have fun here, guys. You know that.
You do have to mention San Diego or South Dakota State. See, when I hear SDSU, I think San Diego State. So I lived in San Diego for a while. I actually watched Steven Strasburg pitch. That was fun. All right, so 1st and 10 now on the 46. Schlimgen in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. I think we're going to have a timeout. Oh, delay of game on O'Gorman.
Wow, that was a fast set for the ball there. They didn't give them much time.
What's the play clock, like 5 seconds?
I think that was like usually it's 40. But they,
goodness gracious, that was fast.
That was. The thing about it, you got to watch the back, Judge. He puts his hand up at 10 and he starts counting.
Yeah.
And so that's part of the quarterback. He has to look. He sees that. He's got to snap the ball and go.
So 1st and 15 now. Ball on the 41. Schlimgen in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Wisher gets a handoff. He breaks free. It's got a full head of steam, and he's finally brought down in Tiger territory on the 46-yard line.
So he gets that 5 yards back plus more. So
absolutely. That was a good 12-yard run. So now it'll be 2nd and 3 7.
And Tate's going to come out and take a little bit of, get some hydration in him.
From the Tigers, 47.
Schlimgen with 2 receivers right, 2 left. Quarterback keeper as he runs forward and is taken down for a first down. He's brought down at the 43-yard line. 4-yard gain on the quarterback keeper by Schlimgen. It's first down for the Knights.
That's good for another O'Gorman Knights.
Nice fake there with Connor.
First down.
Now here comes Kwalzik in front on offense. 22's in now.
By 24,
I think you're going to see a couple.
Johnson for the Tigers.
Watch Makuchka come in here in a little bit.
First and 10 for the Knights. From the Tigers, 42.
2:07 to go here in the third.
Schlimgen with 2 receivers left, 1 right. Pavelko in motion as a running back. Receives the pitch from Schlimgen, and he's brought down with a full head of steam at the 33-yard line. No, I think they're going to mark it at the 34, so it'll be 2nd and 1, but there is a flag. Looks like it'll be on Harrisburg.
Or a face mask.
Legal block in the back, offense number 24.
Oh.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the ball, still first down.
Jacob Bird.
So Jacob Bird flag for illegal block in the back. That'll bring the ball back.
And Poppy got to state in his case, and the referee, the line judge is walking him back and explain to him that I'm the boss. That's what I saw.
So it'll bring up 1st and 12. The ball on the 45-yard line.
Result of the penalty will make it first down and 12.
Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Knights lead 37-8 over Harrisburg. Schlimgen, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Low snap, he's able to corral the ball, bring it up. Tosses a beautiful pass over to Zach Norton, who receives it at the 20, brings it down to the 18, is brought out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
I think they're going to call him for a push-off. I think they're going to call Norton for push-off. Yep.
13.
Yep.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. It's still first down.
You could see that.
Well, that'll bring up first down and 27.
Worst field position we've had all night, isn't it?
Doing it to ourselves.
Yep.
Oh, we got another flag here. Unsportsmanlike.
Offense number 13.
On Zach Norton. Another 15 yards. Come on, boys.
First penalty for ejection.
As Norton's going to be brought off the field here and given a talking to. Gunnar Jones goes in his place.
Well, he needs to calm down. First and 40.
It should be 1st and 47.
They got 45. What's the difference?
No, they had the ball on the 45. At this point, it's kind of hard. So to get a first down, they need to cross the Harrisburg 33-yard line, and they are on their own 25-yard line, are the Knights.
.42? Yeah.
So 1st and 42 here, ball on the 25-yard line. Schlimgen in the shotgun, and a handoff to Wishart as he runs up middle for few yards. It'll be bring up 2nd and 39, I suppose.
Pavelko on the carry.
No, gain of 1 yard. So ball on the 26-yard line, 58 seconds and counting in the third quarter.
Gain of 1. Second down.
Probably keep Norton out for a little bit. Just to.
Schlimgen in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. As he looks down the left-hand side, keeps the ball, and is brought down at the 32-yard line. I'd like to remind listeners that you can listen in on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, 91.3 FM Hartford, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls, where you can listen and watch a live stream. Also, you can check out our Twitter page at RPR Sioux Falls and watch a video stream on our YouTube page, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. 16 seconds left in the third quarter.
And 94.5 is down.
Here. Oh, that's right. Yep, 94.5 is down right now. So you can catch us on 91.3 FM. As the end of the third quarter is upon us, O'Gorman leads 37-8 over visiting Harrisburg. Don't go away. We will be back for the start of the fourth quarter right after hearing from our generous sponsors in this commercial break. You're listening to O'Gorman Knights football on Real Presence Radio Network.
At McGuire Iron, we believe in building a better tomorrow by providing unmatched services to deliver life-sustaining water. We're a family-run company that has been in business for over 100 years. We pride ourselves on faith principles in our business practices. This deep faith in the church is why we support the Sioux Falls Catholic school system. From all of us at McGuire Iron and the Jones family, we wish all the O'Gorman students and student athletes good luck this year.
Real Presence Radio is now on Amazon devices. To listen to your station, just ask Alexa to enable the Real Presence Radio skill and use a phrase like,
Alexa, tell Real Presence Radio to play Sioux Falls.
or
Alexa, ask Real Presence Radio to play FM 94.5.
you can also visit the Alexa Skills Marketplace and search for Real Presence Radio to enable it. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere, now on your Amazon devices.
Welcome back to lovely McEnany Field, where O'Gorman Knights are leading visiting Harrisburg Tigers 37-8. The Knights in a bit of a pickle, 3rd and 36 with their ball on the 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line. Connor Pavelko with the handoff brings it up to the line of scrimmage. So just started the fourth quarter here, 11:45 left in the fourth quarter.
So here comes the punt team.
That's right.
Now, is this the first?
Haven't called that very much at all.
Have we punted tonight?
I think we've punted once. Well, in any case, we're punting now.
Yeah, we punted, and we took the ball back down to the 5-yard line for. This is our second punt of the night.
So Norton, our punter, and back to receive for Harrisburg. Oh!
He muffed
was
it.
Lincoln Carlson calling a fair catch, but it did not catch it. We almost hopped on it. However, he was able to recover his own fumble at the 43-yard line. So Harrisburg will take over on their 43-yard line, driving right to left in the fourth quarter.
But good special teams right there
Yeah.
Good coverage. Way to get downfield.
I believe that was 32, Jordan Dahl. So quarterback Kuhn back in for Harrisburg as he hands off to Clayton. Anders Clayton picks up a few yards down the right-hand side. And he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So a gain of 1 yard.
Schwab and Peters.
Oh, they'll do it at the 45. So gain of 2, second down and 8. 10:50 left in the game. Quarterback Kuhn is in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. And Andrews Clayton as his running back, who misses a tackle, and Kuhn almost gets drilled.
Makuska and Peters all over him. They could have leveled him, but he held up.
Yep.
Intended for 83, Sam Christensen.
Well, pass was intended for Sam Christensen, although he was nowhere near that ball. Just happened to be on that side of the field to bring up 3rd and 8, ball on the 45-yard line. 10.5 minutes left in the game. Harrisburg trails O'Gorman 37-8. Kuhn in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 2 right.
Get him.
2-step drop, and he is swarmed by 4 or 5 Knights, led by number 25, Jacob Schwab.
44, Jonah Webbins.
Webbins in there, Peters in there, Makusko's in there.
Jacob Schwab.
Schwab has his legs all wrapped up.
John Kunkel.
Oh, that was a team right there. Starting 5 like a basketball got him right there.
Yeah, half of your defense was on that.
Number 17.
So Bird Norton back at the 30 to receive the punt. Watch the fake here.
Number 13, Zach Norton. And 24, Jacob Bird.
As Simon puts a pretty good punt up in the air. And that is down by Bird at the 41-yard line.
Jacob Bird with a fair catch. Just the 10 Knights from their own 41.
So the last 3 possessions for Harrisburg, they hit since half. They've hit the ball 3 times, 2 punts and interception.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
And it's worth noting that that interception was by Jack Tigan. The time that Jacob Newth, I've been saying Kuhn, excuse me, for the last couple of drives. Jacob Newth, number 4, him at quarterback. He's been doing. They've been doing better. They've been doing well. Although his 2 drives of this half have resulted in punts.
Wishart on the carry.
Wishart on the carry.
On the tackle, 41, Alex Hull.
And he is brought down at the 41-yard line. No gain. Bring up 2nd and 10. 9:35 left in the game. As the clock continues to run, O'Gorman leads 37-8. Driving left to right is O'Gorman. Schlimgen still in as quarterback.
Down and 10 for the Knights from their 41.
In the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left, 2 left, excuse me, and Wishart in the backfield. Pitch off to Wishart as he drives forward and is brought down at the 45-yard line for a gain of 4.
Tackled by number 15, Cade Boyer for the Tigers.
Clock continues to run. We're under 9 minutes here left in the ball game.
Also 24 on the tackle, Gavin Goldbrinson.
No,
make it 3rd down.
I did not see this one coming like this. I thought it'd be a high-scoring head-to-head, you know, like.
Yeah, back and forth. Well, and O'Gorman did an excellent job of just taking the wind out of the sails of Harrisburg right out of the gates. 4 minutes into the game, they were up by 2 touchdowns. Schlimgen in the shotgun. Takes the snap, tosses it down the right-hand side. Couldn't tell if it got lost in the lights there or what happened.
Finished for 23, Jacob Westerwald.
Not sure, but they're going to punch here now. That's.
Pass was intended for Westerwald. However, Gunnar Jones actually had a chance at it, but didn't see it coming. So with that, it brings up 4th and 6. Zach Norton is back to punt. A crisp 38 degrees outside right now. Back to receive, calling the fair catch is Lincoln Carlson as he fair catches it at the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Harrisburg on their own 27-yard line.
And who was right there? 37, Joe Matichek was right there in case he decided he wasn't going to fair catch it and go.
8:17 left in the game. O'Gorman leads Harrisburg 37-8.
Well, when that sun drops, it cools off fast, doesn't it?
Sure does. It's crazy when the sun was up. I mean, it was barely 50 degrees, but it felt like 65. I mean, it was gorgeous. It's still not bad, though. Newth in at, or excuse me, not Newth. Tigan in at quarterback. In the shotgun, keeps the ball, tucks it, runs up the middle, and is brought down at the 31-yard line.
Schwabian on the tackle. Hey, Makuska comes out. Ryman comes in on defense. Defense is not going to let up at all here. 7:52 up 37-8. They can't. They need to. At the far right out there.
Tigan with the snap, looks down. Passes it is caught by Christensen. Nope, excuse me.
Jack Teagan's pass is complete.
Rollinger.
You see how he went out and he didn't come back to the ball?
Mm-hmm.
The tackle for the Knights, 25, Jacob Schwab. That's good for a first down for the Tigers.
So Rollinger with the 8-yard catch, or 8-yard reception. It's good enough for a first down. The Tigers will take over or have the ball on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Just over 7 minutes left in the game. As Tigan tries to roll out to the right and is brought down.
22. Kowalczyk. Alex Kowalczyk in. Kind of the lead on the defense here. He got in for the blitz and got him. 52 KG assistant.
KG was bringing the pressure as well.
Makuska's on the bench right now. You got Ryman and KG and Peters on the front. So
we have Rush Landry warming up on the sidelines. expect to see him come in the next O'Gorman drive. Oh, passes it down the middle. It was intercepted by Kowalczyk. Boy, did that happen fast, and Kowalczyk is brought down by Nathan Tuttle at the 38-yard line. 33-yard line. I'll get it right eventually. 6:28 left in the game. As Rush Landry will come out and down the field.
Okay. Found my book here. Ellie Kowalczyk, he wants to go to college, study business. His favorite grandma's or mom's food is steak and mashed potatoes. And his grandpa, Hofstetter, says hello. Shout out to him.
Landry in the shotgun, hands off. Couldn't quite see who that was. Joe Larson on the carry.
So who we got in there now? You got
for a gain of 3.
Jack Rayburn.
Cousin Eddie Mailer, or Eddie Myler is out there.
It's a gain of 3, second down and 7 for the Knights from the Tigers 30.
I believe Wyatt Hermison is out there as well. I could be wrong there. No, that's Devin Brenner, excuse me. Landry from the shotgun, hands off to Larson, who barrels up for a few yards. He's brought down at the 26-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3 on the 26. Yes, Devin Brenner is in there.
So is that Peters playing center?
Peters is playing center,
he's
yes.
66. I'm like, wait a minute, we're on offense. What's he doing off there? Okay, he's having fun.
Jacob Lusewald is out there. Joe Larson.
3rd down and 3 for the Knights from the Tigers 26.
Jordan Dahl, you said. Who's?
Yeah, what was I thinking? Joe Larson. There's not even a Joe Larson.
Bo Beavers is out there. He's far right.
Oh, and the pass down the left-hand side.
Landry's pass is complete.
It was completed to Lusewald. It was behind him. He was able to corral it in. That brings up 4th and 7. That was a loss of 4.
It'll bring up 4th down for the Knights.
Okay.
So with that, it'll bring field goal unit.
Okay. Update: Brandon Valley 21, Rapid City Stevens 7.
And that's over at Howard Wood.
Nope, that's in Brandon.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
You got Roosevelt Washington playing here, going now.
As Matthew Witt hustles to get off. Struck as a holder. Pavelka, oh, man, we got a whistle.
Penalty marker on the field.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 52, 5-yard penalty.
So false start on KG.
Take it back. I think they're going to try it one more, so that would make it 57. They're going to mark it at the 39.
No, that's the 34.
34, excuse me. 51. 51-yarder here. He can. If anybody can do it in the state, this young man can.
No win. Snap back. Hold down. Oh, Pavelko puts up the kick, but it falls short. Gets a little too much under it. Curls back. So the field goal attempt is no good. 4:05 left. And Harrisburg will take over on their 20-yard line. The Knights lead 37.
4 minutes to go here. Now with Brandon, Harrisburg to come out with.
Vikings 3, Washington Redskins 0.
Oh.
Hey, and the Vikings are leading 3-0 over Washington.
Don't be watching that game
so
yet,
that's
folks.
exciting.
You got 4 minutes here before you need to switch over. I know. Everybody wants to get it and watch and see if Cousins going to show up in prime time. You know, we
against his former team.
We getting Cousins on Sunday or Cousins prime time?
So Newth from the shotgun fakes the throw, hands it off to Clayton, who runs up the middle for a gain of 13 yards. That's good enough for a Tigers first down. And the ball is now on the 34-yard line. 3:55 left in the game. Clock is running.
That's a gain of 14. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 34.
Okay, who's playing knows now?
I believe that is Will Weisensee.
Oh, KG got in there.
So KG and Schwab in on the tackle.
At 58, Chase Harris.
By Jacob Schwab.
Yes.
And 52,
Chase Harris playing nose tackle. 58.
Tackle for the Knights.
Get all these numbers called, folks. We can get them out there. Grant Smith, the 20's out there.
32.
I see Drew Kraus. Drew is out there.
15, Andrew Nelson. He's far left.
Michael Shea. Newth from the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks down the right-hand side. Tosses it. Incomplete. That pass was intended for 82 Chase Linder.
Nelson.
As he was covered by Nelson quite well.
Yep. Yes, he was, Al.
Yeah, Nelson timed that perfectly. Now we have Lucas Berthelsen in. Berthelsen, excuse me.
He's a senior.
Bring up 3rd and 12.
That's nice to get these kids in there, especially some of the seniors and juniors that don't get that much playing time. That they've worked their tail off all year, and it's parents' night.
Newth from the shotgun, feeling pressure up the middle. Tosses it off to Carter Barenfuss. Slips a couple of tacklers, and he's able to gain some yards, get past the 50-yard line, and he runs out of bounds at the 43. So good enough for a Tigers first down.
Tackled by number 15, Andrew Nelson for the Knights.
34, Carson Langston comes in.
Excuse me, he was knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Knights 46. Have the Tigers. I believe I see Ethan Headley out there as well.
Carson's a 5'10 junior. And there he is on the tackle.
All right, pass completed.
Is complete
to number 34, Lincoln Carlson on the tackle.
23, Jacob Woosterwald.
All right.
34, Carson Langston on the tackle for the Knights.
Langston and Woosterwald on the tackle for the Knights.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
The 2nd and 7 on the 43-yard line.
43.
Newth in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. So he rolls out, tucks the ball, and decides to run up the middle. He's gaining some pretty good yards out of bounds. Chased out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
On the quarterback keeper.
Michael Shea pushed him out.
Run out of bounds by number 3, Michael Shea.
Under
156, yeah, 156 left in the game. 1st and 10, ball on the, they'll mark it on the 21-yard line, although I thought I saw him go out of bounds past the 20 there.
You guys remember Dandy Don Meredith?
Yes.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
Tigers from the Knights 21.
It was way before your day when he did that with Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell.
Monday Night Football.
Oh, a high snap gets over Newth's head.
And he
falls on the ball as he's about to get lit up by number 58, Chase Harris.
For the Tigers.
So the ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and quite a bit.
64, Patrick Wilde is in.
16-yard loss on the bad snap. Newth unable to corral it, but was able to cover it as he felt pressure from Chase Harris.
Clock.
1:19 and going in the game. Newth in the shotgun. Gets a snap, dumps it over to... Let's see, dumped it over to Lincoln Cup, who runs down the right-hand side of the field, and he is brought down violently at the 1-yard line
23
by Woosterwald.
One-arm tackle. You see that? He kind of like clotheslined him, didn't he? That's what we called it back in our day.
Was it legal back?
It was legal in our day.
I'm surprised they didn't call that.
Well,
it was obviously unintentional, but
yeah.
That was just momentum. Oh, no, he grabbed the arm. It looked a lot worse than what it actually was on the replay.
I'm surprised we didn't get the flag, but I'm sure they want to get out of here.
Yep. So Newth gets a snap, keeps the ball, and drives forward into the end zone. Let's see if a touchdown. They do. So with that, the Tigers put up a touchdown, make it 37-14. O'Gorman leads with 4 minutes left in the game.
And they'll kick here. Who's your kicker? 17?
Will Simmons.
Simmons on to attempt the extra point for the Tigers.
Newth back to hold. Snap up, ball down, kick is up, and it is good. So with that point after touchdown, the score is now 37-15 as Harrisburg puts up their second touchdown. You're listening to Knights football here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Sioux Equipment Company can fix, sell, and repair gas pumps, tanks, and air compressors. They offer sales and services for lifts, signs, decals, and tank truck equipment in Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. Sioux Equipment Company is located at 1310 East 39th Street in Sioux Falls, just off of East Benson Road. They can be reached by calling 605-334-1653. Again, that number is 605-334-1653.
Welcome back to the MAC as O'Gorman is leading the Harrisburg Tigers 37-15 with 44 seconds left in the game. Temperature is now at about 36 degrees. It's a bit chilly out there, but the boys are having a good time.
We're having a great time up here.
Yeah, we're lucky.
We're lucky.
I do wish we had a heater, though. My hands are kind of cold.
If it's cold next week, I'll see what I can do.
I got some homemade chicken noodle soup at home waiting for me. I can't wait.
I got a heater from Ice Shack, so I can bring that.
No, there you go. Okay. I thought, all right. So Bird received the kickoff there at about the 7-8 yard line.
He kind of flew around.
Yeah, he just kind of sat around. It's almost like he was trying to make it appear as though he called a fair catch and then try to take off, and they decided best to just go ahead and kneel.
I'll let the clock run too. So
38 seconds left in the game.
Each team with 3 timeout. Harrisburg, I don't think they'll call timeouts here, but
no. Barring a 22-point swing in the next 38 seconds, I think it's safe to say O'Gorman is going to win as they line up in victory formation. Rush Landry kneels down.
That should do it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. That's the end of the game. Coming up next, we will have the Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic Knights Locker Room Show. The Knights beat the visiting Harrisburg Tigers 7-15. You're listening to the Real Presence Radio Network, 94.5 FM Sioux Falls and 91.3 FM Hartford. Also online at yourcatholicradiostation.com.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kofc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call Jeff Gillen at 605-759-7204. That's 605-759-7204.
For 32 years, the Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota has been helping donors express their gratitude to God for His many blessings by supporting ministries that they designate. Hi, this is Mark Kenzemius. Learn more about how you can leave a legacy of faith by calling 605-5788 or visit ccfesd.org. The Catholic Community Foundation, helping people grow deeper in love with Christ by sharing their gifts in gratitude to God.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
On Fritch Benefits, the people we with 2 goals. Number 1, they don't want to run out of money. Number 2, whatever is left, they want it to go to the people they love. Could be issues like Social Security claiming, Medicare choices, even for your 401k, or you may want to treat your church like one of your children. If you want to talk about any financial issues, you can call me, John Fritsch, 334-8086.
Investment advice offered through IMS Wealth Management, an SEC registered advisor.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Locker Room, brought to you by Dr. Mark with Hagen Chiropractic Clinic. Now, back to the field.
Welcome back to McEnany Field, where O'Gorman Knights take down the visiting Harrisburg Tigers 37-15 on a gorgeous, calm evening. What surprised me right out of the gates was just how quick O'Gorman got up. And they got up quick, and really just took the wind out of the sails of Harrisburg, and they really kind of had their way with them defensively. Joining us right now is head football coach Jason Poppinga. Coach, congratulations on the big win.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
How big was this win tonight on senior night, knowing that more than likely we'll probably be facing Harrisburg now next week, I would imagine, if everything falls out the way it should. How big was this win?
Yeah, obviously anytime you win a football game, that's a good feeling. And kids, came out and played well. It's kind of a blessing and a curse, to play a team again. You never know what's going to come back out the gate. You scheme around, you win the game, and then you got to turn around the next week and, like I said, more than likely I have to play it. But, the good thing about our kids are riding high. They played really well tonight. The first half, couldn't script it up any better, basically. And, except for the interception right before the half, could have went in and scored one more time. But other than that, our kids played really well.
The offense worked well. The blocking schemes tonight, right away, I think the best they've looked so far this year.
Yeah, up front, our kids are playing really well. You look at Will Waschenberger, Liam, Doden, and Ronnie back. Ronnie's made a big difference for us here the last couple of weeks. Eddie, throwing Matt Winterton, rolling in there, and Brenner. Those guys have done a really nice job, and obviously Tate Wishart's been running the ball, really well. He sees holes really well, keeps the ball forward, positive yardage out of that. And, obviously we need to get better. There's some things that we're going to work on this next week, and hopefully we come back out, and play a really good game next week against Harrisburg.
Your special teams, I thought, played great tonight.
Yeah. Outside of the missed field goal where Connor just didn't get it off the foot right, other than that, the punt game, it's something we haven't worked on a while. We don't punt very many balls, during the season, but, Zach Norton did a good job of flipping the field and making them drive the whole length, especially in that one quick, kick that we had, get him inside of the 10. That was a big deal because they came back, had a big play, right after that. We kept them on their side of the field. So, like I said, our kids battled hard. Kids played really well and, held on in the second half against a lot of adversity. A bunch of penalties called against us that were pretty, iffy at best. But, you get that kind of stuff when you're up with the lead like that.
But your defense, I thought, was very effective tonight against that explosive offense of Harrisburg.
Yeah. The biggest thing, we didn't give up the big play. And, we got big plays out of our defense. The defense set up the second score. As proud of our offense, we took the ball and went down and scored. Then we get the interception that sets up, the next one. And, we get a couple more interceptions. So, it's obviously the Tigers are going to be worried about some of those things. And, and Hackman, came with some big plays, isolated, he got picked on and, came up with a couple of big plays in that game to, kind of shut them down, just throwing the ball up over there on them. So, yeah, there was a lot of great efforts by our kids tonight.
So how special? This is your 4th year, so you've had these young men 4 years in a row, so you kind of groomed them your 4 years now. And senior night, so I'm sure you had them ready to play ball tonight. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun seeing the progression of, where these guys have come from. And, that's been our, kind of our talking point the last couple of weeks is, it doesn't really matter how many games we've how far we improved and how much better we're going to get, and hopefully we come out next week and see an even better O'Gorman team.
I'll put you in the spot, but what's one or two tools that you see right now to work on this next week?
Yeah, so obviously throwing the ball. A couple of times where we just need to be a little more precise on the delivery, and we had a couple one-on-one matchups that we need to do a better job of. And inside, blocking wise, a couple of times it's just, you don't see it up here, you don't see it in the stands, but guys just step with the wrong foot, and it makes all the difference. Just being able to go up the line and know, hey, this is what I got to get done, and just miss it, that turns a 3-yard gain into a 10-yard gain. And those things are what championship teams do, and and other guys are just complacent with a 3-yard gain. So we're going to keep pounding that and keep working it. And next week, like I said, we're going to come out and hopefully be a better team.
So we're here Thursday night, Halloween night, here at the Max, 6 o'clock start, which we don't know how we're going to line up yet, but it's going to be Harrisburg.
Yeah, more than likely we're going to Harrisburg, and then we'll play well next week, and see where the chips fell after that. And like I told our kids, we expect not to lose. So.
And I hope we make it to Brookings, because I've never been on Brookings Field yet, so this is my way to get
I'll do this one game at a time, so I'm not going to jinx this by saying anything past that point, except that next week our goal is not to lose, and our goal is to come out and be a better football team.
Well, good.
So,
Well, good win tonight, Coach. Congrats. Enjoy.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach. Look forward to next week. When we come back, we'll take a look at the O'Gorman Knights offense and defensive players of the game by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade in Sioux Falls. Don't go, folks. Knights post-game show here on Real Presence Radio Network.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Searching for more great Catholic content? Visit our website at yourcatholicradiostation.com. Find news you can trust, information about events in your local area, and the latest on what's happening at the RPR network. And don't forget that you can listen to any of our stations around the clock from anywhere. Prayers for something in your life? You can submit those through our online form for the entire family to pray for. Real Presence Radio, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com.
Welcome back to McEnany Field, where O'Gorman Knights take down the visiting Harrisburg Tigers 37-15. Now it's time for a Pizza Ranch Fun Zone and Arcade offensive and defensive players of the game. Offensively, I'm going to go with Tate Wishart. He had on the season 20 touchdowns coming into the night, tacked up 2, had some outstanding runs throughout the game. Obviously, the offensive line played phenomenal, and there's a lot of great players that you could crown tonight, but I'm going to go with Tate because he put in number 21 and 22 on the night. So Tate Wishart, offensive player of the game.
And defensive, you could give it to any of those guys out there, any of those 11, 15 guys that played defense tonight, but the young man, and I think played a game tonight and got the 1 interception, no other than a former St. Lambert's Elementary student, number 1 defensive back, senior, 150-pound Caden is defensive player of the game. I think he just played phenomenal tonight.
Absolutely. The Knights play game, Tate Wishart and Caden Hackman are brought to Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls. When they can be better than ever, Pizza Ranch are giant, proud supporters of the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools and the Real Presence Radio Network, so we look forward to having them back when that time comes. Probably be next spring, next summer. So
Next May or June.
Next May, okay. Well, that's good. Now a quick look at the scoreboard. All across the action, I don't know how many scores we have. I know final, Lincoln had beat Rapid City Central 59-50. Brandon Valley is up early on Rapid City Stevens. The last I saw was 21-7. I don't know if the scores changed there.
And Central and Watertown are all tied up at Watertown.
Yep, 31 all for Central and in Watertown. And Roosevelt and Washington, we don't have a score on that one yet.
Well, Alf, we just want to take a quick break here. We can come back and we'll get the whole wrap-up of the scoreboard.
All right, that sounds good.
After this next commercial break.
Term relationships with clients. Andrew DeMore and Thaddeus Barnes, financial advisors with the Barnes DeMore Group of Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office, know building relationships begins with getting to know each client. Andrew and Thad can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs. Andrew and Thad can reach at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC.
Community. It's at the heart of everything English Premier Bank and Premier Bank. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Sioux Equipment Company can fix, sell, and repair gas pumps, tanks, and compressors. They offer sales and services for lifts, signs, decal, and tank truck equipment in Sioux Falls and the surrounding area. 1310 East 39th Street in Sioux Falls, just off of East Benson Road. They can be reached by 605-334-1653. Again, that number is 5-334-1653.
You can listen to the RPR network when you're on the go. Just search for Real Presence Radio in your app store. Listen live to any station across the network at any time, so you can stay connected to your community from wherever you are. Plus, the Real Presence Radio app is your one-stop shop for local and national podcasts, including our signature show, Real Presence Live. The Real Presence Radio app, with you every step of your faith journey.
Welcome back to McEnany Field, where O'Gorman now take down the visiting Harrisburg Tigers 37-15 on the final regular season game of the year. Next week, well, before we get to next week's action, we do have some more scores now coming in. So, Dan, could you go ahead and refresh us on some scores?
Earlier tonight out at Howard Wood, Sioux Falls and Lincoln beat Rapid City Central 59-50 in the shootout out there. Rapid City Stevens is at Brandon Valley. It's 21-7. Brandon Valley's up on that in the fourth. Aberdeen Central is up in Watertown visiting the Arrows. It's 31-all in the fourth quarter up there. Sioux Falls, Washington, Howard Wood, no update is there. In Double A, one Pier, 8-0. They're going to go to 9-0. They're up on Douglas right now, 58-0 at half. And number 3, Mitchell in the Double A is at Hearn. Hearn is up 31-0 at half as well. In Brookings, down to Yankton. Brookings is number 2 at 7-1. They are up 31-0 at half down there as well. So it's really some big shootout tonight. A lot of scoring tonight in the Cross High School. And you have the A and B are in the playoffs tonight. First round for that. So, but next week is the playoffs. Next Thursday night, Halloween night.
Yeah, we'll be starting at 6 o'clock, so we'll go on the air at 5:30. We will be here at McEnany Field. The opponent is to be determined. However, we do believe that it should be Harrisburg.
And one note, Alan,
yeah.
Kind of unique is O'Gorman's playing Harrisburg tonight. They'll wrap around and play, unless Rapid City score 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. So O'Gorman will play Harrisburg this week, wrap around, play them next Thursday, and then Rapid City Stevens, the 6th seed, is going to Brandon tonight. They'll have to make the trip back to Brandon next Thursday.
Oofda.
So we have a couple, the 4-5 and 3-6 are going to be basically, two
be the same matchups, I suppose, yeah.
But
location.
hasn't been 4 years in a row we've had all first-round games at the MAC here?
It's been every year since I've lived here, so
we've covered O'Gorman. This is year 6. We've hosted all this will be 6 in a row. The first 4 years was all Aberdeen Central. Then last year was Lincoln, and now
that's right.
Looking like Harrisburg. So it's it's setting up if everything kind of goes according to plan. Quarterfinal. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, but if everyone wins, you have the final 4 could be a Roosevelt, Lincoln, Brandon Valley, O'Gorman, which is a pretty. And I think in this year, guys, covering O'Gorman, this is close and tight. There's not usually Washington the last couple of years is a clear favorite, and Lincoln was our first year. This year, it's almost like we have 4 teams that any one of those 4, or even
they've all got losses. Look at all 4. Each of them they've all beat each other. Right. One or the other. So there's no clear
cut
of the 4. So we got to get through the week first.
Well, Scoreboard Update has been brought to you by Jameson Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get value from their businesses. Jameson can be reached at 605-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes. The Knights Locker Room Show is brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagen with Hagen Chiropractic Clinic in Sioux Falls. Don't say ouch. You can call Dr. Mark at 361-OUCH. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors and to the fans, to the listeners, to those who are streaming, to those who are tuned in on the radio. Thank you so much for this season. It's been a lot of fun. Excellent way to wrap up the regular season as the Knights finish the season, 7-2?
Correct.
Oh, this just in. Washington is down 7-0 to Roosevelt. So thank you to Nate for feeding me that score. I know he's probably at the game. He's a big Washington supporter. So thank you again, Nate.
That would be a upset there.
It would.
If Washington can pull that out and beat Roosevelt, that could throw a little bit of a mix in.
Well, Washington is down though, so
no, but
yeah, if they could beat Roosevelt, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
We are the only team that's beat Roosevelt this year. Knock on wood. In any case, again, thanks to all the fans and to our sponsors, Brett, for all the work that you do going into all these broadcasts every single week. Thank you, Brett. Dan, I appreciate all your help this year. You've been a phenomenal co-chair of the games, and all the family members out there who are listening each and every broadcast. Thank you so much. For the final time, Dan?
Well, we have God bless.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week, folks.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Football has been brought to you in part by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Mini Critters, Barnett Vision Clinic, Crossroads, the Barnes DeMoore Group Financial Advisors at Morgan Stanley, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, Fritch Benefits Registered Investment Advisor Representative, McGuire Iron, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Jeff Gillen, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, I. Bailey, Farrendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Mark Bromus with Providence Financial, and Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
the preceding O'Gorman Knights activity has been a special presentation of the Real Presence Radio Network.